Coming up on Now You Made It Awkward podcast.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
He cam, Heffy cam. See, I'm getting a lot of glare from this one for some reason. Like it's all over and normally isn't, so strange.
No, we'll start eventually.
I get picky about my lighting, you know this.
I don't.
Oh, wait till we're on actual fucking location and I'm having to finagle all
I was
this
going to do
shit.
this up until we're almost late, and then fuck it, we're going.
No, it's gonna be
grumpy.
wrangling all you monkeys, trying to get everything together. Okay, either way, fat cam good. You guys, me, yeah. So you guys, your cameras are dark. Mine's not. It's really weird. Either way, I'll just live with it. I gotta live with it. Okay, either way. So let's just go ahead and get rolling. We're about an hour behind anyway.
Uh-huh.
So shut up. All right. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast 192. I am Shoky, and you can follow me and all the Shoky related links down below, whether that's Shoky Review, Shoky Reviews 2, or the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel. And make sure you give this channel a like and subscribe. You can be like the other 1,040 people who don't watch, but you could be one of the cool ones who subscribes and watches. You know, be like one of the 17 of our 1,000.
Yeah, thank you all 24 of you.
All yeah, about 20 on that last one.
Yeah.
And of course, make sure you go check out the Clips channel. We just got one more subscriber over the weekend.
Sweet.
Larson. He didn't know there was a Clips channel.
Thank you, Little P.
So over on the Clips channel, we currently have the episode 151 clips going up so that people could see what they're about to get into, the YouTube time travel, because as of recording this, we have not yet done episode 200, but we this drops after that. So this is YouTube time travel. We're talking about things that are about to come, but we're going to hear about it in the past.
Yep.
Well, okay. That's
It's YouTube time travel.
Have that have yet, but will to yet come.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all very straightforward.
It is. But either way, of course, guys, if you want to help support the show, you can do so over at the Shoky Reviews Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you can get the full uncut video version of this podcast. You can even just see me repeatedly playing with the cameras and or lights, because it was really annoying me. Oh, you know what it is? That one has the grid in it. This one doesn't.
Duh.
That tracks.
That's why I have so much more glow on this side. Look, I've only got to use that for one podcast so far. One, and you guys weren't here. Either way.
So you've been podcasting without us, you cheater.
You guys decided to be lazy and not come to work. Fuckers. And also, guys, go check out the merch store where we do have new merch available, including merch that Heffy is wearing. He's not on camera right now, but Heffy has new merch. He's wearing the Few, the Proud, the Awkward that we came up with a few episodes ago. You can get posters of that, shirts. He has a shirt and a mug, but there's also stickers and the other stuff. Plus, of course, go get things like our Racing the Prairie Dog, which is over there. I can't reach it, which that one will by now have been given away at the live show. So our very first poster, signed by all three of us, one of a kind, will be given away as a prize, or will be.
Whatever I said.
Will be given away.
I don't remember how it went.
Has was will
Yeah.
be have been.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And go do all those things. And of course, guys, I want to mention the fact that the first live show has gone by, but there is a second one. It's going to be on July 11th at Mad Llama Brewing. Now, the link probably hasn't been done yet, but go check the description anyways, or make sure you're following the Facebook, because that's where I post things. And well, that's it for me. So let's just roll over to the big one himself, who's finally back in the cave.
What's up? I'm back.
We finally have a Heffy. Now, for you guys, it's only been like 2 weeks. For me, it's been like a million years.
Been a minute.
Yeah, so you can go follow him at Grumpy.
Things have been
Grumpy.
frustrating, and then better, and then frustrating, and now much better.
Yeah, he's no longer elbow deep in Steve.
Steve was dirty.
Yeah, very. You got that broke. You got that.
Frustrating asshole.
Yeah. Well, you busted a nut inside of Steve.
No,
and-
it was a bolt, not a nut.
Hmm,
But I did break the tip off.
Yeah.
It's an important distinguishment, I think.
it is.
I had to ream it out.
He did. He did. He had to tap that. He had to tap that.
I did multiple times.
So go follow Heffy.
Wasn't enough room to get a good swing on it.
Yeah, the actually. That's true. He could barely get one hand on it. So
I only had about 4.5 inches to work with.
it never ends. It never ends. Oh my God. Either way. So yeah, go follow the Hefe. And not with us as usual.
It's Chad.
It's Chad. He could have made it today, but he chose not to because he heard we had a guest. And actually got for his first ever podcast appearance, we have Tim.
Yay.
And Tim.
He is Tim. We have referred to Tim on the show before, but go check him out nowhere because it's cool. But you do have a business that you do run.
I do. That's
Yes. Where can they reach out to you if they want some cool shit done?
we have an Instagram and a Facebook. The company is called Fortified Iron Worx, and we're welder fabricators in the Conroe, Houston area.
Yeah, you've done stuff like way out, like South Houston, West Houston, all over the damn
I've
place.
covered a lot of Houston, pretty much anywhere that work needs to be done in Greater Houston. I've gone as far as to Huntsville, a little bit north of that, actually in Trinity on Alaska area.
Oh, that's up there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I will travel now. Of course, those sorts of projects, they're going to be a little bit more pricey. But if you're wanting something custom, that's the way it goes sometimes. So
Yeah, you've made some pretty cool ironwork fences, and not to mention just other, because you had landscaping stuff before that.
a little bit, yeah.
And then more handyman based stuff. I hit the wrong button, but yeah. So you're kind of a good everyman.
Yeah, you could say a jack of all trades. If I specialize in anything, it's probably just welding, or at least that's if it's not a specialty, it's something that I enjoy more because I can do it from my shop and I don't have to drive around and be
That's true.
houses and stuff.
The fabricating is much more fun than the installing.
It is, yeah, and a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, go ahead and pull that a little more closer to you.
There you go.
Yeah, because you leaned back.
I did.
There you go. Always bring it with you. Either push it away from you or pull it towards you. It's like no matter what your movement is, just keep the mic with you, buddy. It's fine.
I'm like instinctually trying to not hear myself, I think.
No,
It sounds
if
foreign.
you can't hear you, they can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds very foreign. I think it's
When you're not used to it. No, do it with the earbuds. It's even worse. You sound like you're inside your own head. Yes. But guys, I do want to make sure I show off the...
So, welcome to my everyday.
since we haven't actually shown it on the show, hold on. We do have the episode 200 shirt, which is backwards on the screen here. This is actually mine. And then it has actually got the colors of our two breweries that we will be doing it at Frankenbolts and Mad Llama. And those are actually the official colors. Thanks, Shay, for helping me with that. But then also the latest merch to come in literally in the last 2 days is, in fact, the episode 200 glass, which I was scared these weren't going to fucking make it. So that's pretty stupid, but they're here now. 16-ounce glasses. Those are going to be for the brewery pours because, of course, if you ordered the VIP ticket, you got either 8-ounce pours or 16-ounce pours, depending on your actual thing. And then Heffy wanted to hand me the actual the Few, the Proud, the Awkward mug here. And then on the other side, it's got our worn Now You Made It Awkward logo. Of course, it's backwards, but, I'll fix that in the edit. Take back your mug, sir.
the beer can shaped glass is super cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
glasses.
that's awesome.
And that's like
Love that.
that's the super simple outline version of the logo. So, yeah.
It is the TARDIS of beer glasses because it
The
holds more
and
than you
then-
think.
The
Yeah.
TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And-
it's bigger on the
Yeah.
inside.
And then, of course,
Oh, okay, that tracks.
well,
All right.
you saw the challenge coin last time, didn't you?
That
When you were here last time, they were here, so I don't know if I showed them to you. So that's the
might have.
that's the
pretty badass.
200 episode 200 challenge coin.
That's awesome. That's
And the-
that's like hefty too.
Yeah,
That's
and then the other side is our logo.
nice.
Yeah, so it's all the same. It's all the same. Either way, copyrights. But either way, guys, Hefe,
Yes, sir.
do you remember how to do the thing?
We'll see.
Yeah, well, do the thing. Where can the people contact
They
the
can
show?
contact us, follow us, do things with us. They can email us at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com. They can follow our shenanigans on Instagram at NYMEA_pod. They can also track us down on Facebook and message us at NowYouMadeItAwkward podcast.
Yes. Where they can send in voice messages.
Yes, do that.
Like our friend Tyler did today. Actually, he did it yesterday. He sent 2 messages in the last 2 days, just over time. And then other Kevin was actually wondering about sending in messages. So we might start getting messages from other Kevin as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
That would be sweet.
So let's go see what Tyler had to say. Okay, reasonable. Sorry, Sean is messaging, but in real life, he's bitching out his boss, but at me. I love how he does that.
But
But
chewing his boss up by proxy.
so hold on, I want to.
Nice.
Yes. So here, so this I take a kind of a bit of abuse from Sean sometimes.
No.
Because no, listen, because he yells at me as though I'm his boss. So he doesn't say he or him. He says you. So whenever he's yelling and cussing about what his boss has done, he says you as though I did it. So I was like, can you please stop yelling at me? I didn't do this, Sean. Stop yelling at me.
Sean, words hurt.
I find myself doing the same thing from time to time. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a multi-boy dad, that makes sense.
I know you're angry, but you don't have to take it out on me.
It's what he does. All right, so let me do the voice check because I don't think I'm connected yet. Well, I might actually have been. All right, so let's do a volume check right quick. Okay, so let's get to Tyler's
The
message.
end.
Here.
Yeah.
The end.
Random comment for the podcast. On the last Double Kevin episode, you guys are talking about mustaches and the qualifications of having them, of a pedo or ultra manly or the opposite.
Yeah.
And talking about, all the limits of it. But the weird thing is, somewhere in the past year, it seems like for like the younger generation, like mustaches are starting to become the big thing again. Like I've seen a bunch of guys that are like in their 20s or guys who are still trying to be younger have mustaches, whether or not they have the facial hair for it.
It's true.
And like I've seen several guys where it's just like, oh, this person probably should never grow any facial hair at all, but now he's got the thin, terrible, long-haired mustache.
Yeah.
Just a random thought I had while listening, but it also reminds me of the other thing of like, the much younger ones now as well. My wife sees it because she was a middle school teacher, now does like high school. But for a while now, I think it like really spiked huge around the COVID stuff because everybody sat inside and watched TikTok and Instagram all the time and got, body issues.
Yeah.
But they all wear like sweats and hoodies all the time.
Yep.
So like I'll even just be driving down the road and it's 90, 95 degrees out and I'll see kids and it's like, oh, this kid is wearing like a gigantic, huge hoodie with the hood up and gigantic, huge sweatpants.
Well done.
But then also like knee-high socks and
Yeah, that I don't get.
slides for some reason. For some reason, socks and sandals is really popular now.
Oh, it always was.
That's why they're so angry.
I will say, my son Noah wears Birkenstocks all the time.
Yeah.
That is something I've noticed. He'll like weed eat.
He wears the Birks.
Yeah. Now, I do know some guys that are like firemen. I've noticed that like firemen rock the standalone mustache.
Well, that makes
that's
sense.
The only.
That's
the only
for
facial hair you
sealing
can
a
have.
mask
Right,
because
exactly.
you have the beard and you can't
So
seal
if
the
you
mask.
want to have facial hair, that's the only place you can really have it. So.
Yeah. We did qualify that too when we were talking about that. Was the
Well, wasn't the tradition they actually used the mustache as the filter way back when?
Really?
I mean, a mustache is kind of a filter.
Well, yeah, that was why they it's in honor of the firemen before. They actually used it as part of a filter.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, that's new news to me. But
I agree. That is also new news.
Mhm.
New news.
well, either way,
But yeah,
I'm almost there.
We don't all have standalone mustaches here. I'm sure we would all look very silly.
Yeah, I've never.
You would look like a used car salesman.
No way. Yeah,
You would.
I'd look
I
like
don't
a
wanna
very
try it.
creepy version of Meatloaf.
Yes.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, it's true.
That's quite the visual.
I've seen pictures of me with. I used to have long hair down shoulders, and I had to shave to get on a well site,
Oh, okay.
and I looked just like Meatloaf. It was a bad look. It was a
Wow.
really bad
Wow.
look.
I mean, for years at my job, I couldn't have a beard, but I could rock the standalone because I had to have some facial hair. And Jessica hated it. So when I could finally grow the beard out, she loved it. And she said, "You're not allowed to ever actually shave it."
Yeah, I was told not to shave my beard ever again.
No.
Oh.
Because when I met you, you didn't really have a beard the first time.
Yeah.
Or it was very short. Yeah. It was.
I just have a baby face. If I shave my beard, I just look 10 years younger.
Yeah. But
You lied.
But when you have your facial hair all the way out, you definitely look like a Muppet.
A Muppet.
You definitely have like the animal look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a Muppet look about you. That's not an insult. That's just like
I can see it.
you look like Jim Henson might have sculpted you out of fur. Yes, in a good way. Because like your beard grows like just the right amount of bushy,
Yeah.
but not completely unkempt.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult to keep nice too. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't want to. It grows in weird ways.
Yep.
Like it'll curve in this way, but then it wants to flare out over here.
That's how you lay on your pillow, probably.
Probably.
That's what mine is.
Something to that effect.
Mine,
yeah.
mine, one side grows straight and the other swoops back. I think it's this side grows down, this side swoops.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
Sleep on
dick.
your right a lot?
I sleep on my left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I sleep on my left, so that side has always been straight.
I wonder if
But actually, back in the day, I slept on my right.
Yeah.
So
I was just thinking,
my formative years.
I sleep on my right a lot now, but that's just because I also sleep on the right side of the bed.
Yeah.
Me and my wife usually end up going like back to back.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
but yeah,
get all the farts.
maybe as a kid, I think I do. I think I used to sleep on my stomach as a kid, and I would sleep on my left side.
And when I used to sleep on my belly / arm, it was like that.
Exactly.
So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And you don't sleep, so.
Like past
I'm one to talk.
past
I
week,
got no
hardly
sleep.
any. It's been like 2.5, 3 hours every night,
I don't want
and it's
to hear
been
it.
just driving me insane.
I don't
Yeah.
want to hear it. I got no sleep this weekend.
So right here, 1800s, firefighters would soak their mustaches in water to act as a rudimentary filtration system.
Wow.
Weird.
Wow.
Weird.
They
But that's before they had oxygen.
They
masks.
realized a while later that it really didn't work, but they kept the mustache.
It works if you
as
have a towel that's wet, not a mustache.
But they
Yeah.
they kept it as a
Mm.
symbol of being a firefighter.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
What's Mario's excuse? He's a plumber.
He's a Mario.
All right, so we do have another Tyler message right quick.
It's just an Italian thing.
I guess so.
we're Italian. Was it
Italians, a lot
mustaches?
of Italian firefighters, yeah,
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
and Irish.
I forgot to say the end the other day.
He did.
Unrelated to that, last 2 podcasts that came out have all talked about pooping and such.
Yes, we have.
And this last one
3 in
with
a row.
other Kevin and Kevin reminded me of a weird thing I meant to mention before and completely forgot because I think I was mowing or whatever the last time I listened to the other podcast. But have you ever known someone that insists they have to take their shirt off to take a shit?
Oh, like George
I used to work
Costanza.
this warehouse job, and one of the guys back in shipping would tell me about. I don't remember how it came up in any way, shape, or form, but he talked about whenever he took serious shit, the shirt had to come off, and I kind of reacted like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And he's like, "What do you mean? You don't do it?" And he just thought that it was a thing everyone did. They had to take a real serious shit. They got shirtless. The end.
If now
I'm gonna fight that motherfucker.
well, for me, right.
It's about to get messy. In this.
Well, for me, if I have a hoodie or a jacket on, I'll
Let's
take that.
get it on.
Yeah. Like I'll take off a jacket if I'm taking a shit,
Well, sure. Yeah, like a coat.
but not my whole shirt.
Yeah, I can't
Not-
understand that.
That's happening from now on, though.
I mean, at home, I'm usually shirtless all day. So, I mean, it's only in the real world that I have a shirt on when I'm pooping.
You gotta go full energy if you do it though. Like you gotta walk in, look at the mirror, get angry. You know what I mean?
You do the Hulk Hogan to take a
Yeah.
shit. Like, "Ugh."
Get yourself pumped up. Then
You just
crap
have-
your pants.
you no, you have a pile of ripped up shirts, and your wife is just bitching. Would you stop? This is
No,
at
the
least
worst part is gonna be the shit on the rug, right? Because when you're sitting there flexing, getting upset, that's not a fart coming, buddy. Yeah, you got the defecate all over this rug your wife just bought.
because you shit the last one. That's why.
Fuck your shower curtain.
Yeah. Fuck your couch.
Oh man, yeah, under the right conditions, you could get some shotgun spray. That'd be pretty bad.
Oh.
You just shrapnel launch the whole back wall of the bathroom.
Dude, I've never understood.
Bend over, touch your
Like-
nose.
Like
Nope.
like I've had some major blowouts like that when I sit down, but like I make it to the toilet. I go to some
Sometimes just.
sometimes just, but I go to fucking public bathrooms so often, and it's just like splattered on the fucking wall. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
People are nasty.
Yes, and then we do know that unfortunately, Mexicans and other, I'm going to just say it, brown people tend to not even use flush toilet paper because they're not used to septic systems.
Yep.
So that massively complicates it.
I have noticed the full trash cans and some
Yeah.
bathroom stalls. Yeah, it's
I do love.
pudding.
There's some very based gas stations around that are like, do not.
Yeah,
You can flush the toilet paper, and they'll have it there in Spanish and English. It's like, you can flush the toilet paper. If you pull a trash can in here and we see you, you're banned.
yeah. Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like, don't do that shit. Very literally.
yeah.
See, that's minimal problem. So, remember that picture I sent you from Canada about that one gas station that had the fines associated with various
Yes, that's right.
hygienic
Yeah.
procedures? in their bathroom.
Tim
Well-
sat up. No, I have to adjust the camera again.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm probably gonna do a little bit. Of
We
that.
were on Highway 1.
Slouch or don't.
Well, we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
I need. To
I know that's your.
It's not too bad.
pulled off-
I don't mean to be unappreciative.
I have another pillow you can put behind.
We
you.
pulled off a Highway 1 in Canada.
Yeah, you did.
And in the bathroom, it said no washing of anything in the bathroom, no taking baths, no brushing your teeth, no shaving, no this and that, and washing your feet. Each one had an ever increasing monetary fine
Oh wow.
as it went down.
Wow.
I'm like, holy crap, they have some problems here.
Yeah, apparently so. I haven't seen that. That's pretty.
People
crazy.
showering in the sink and whatnot. Yeah, it's truly a thing.
Man, you can just go to like a Love's like that.
Yeah.
they have showers. At,
And
like,
if you
the
have a
Love's
gloves
truck
card,
stop.
you get free friggin' shower with Phillip.
That's awesome. Okay, see, I didn't even know that. Shit, I go in there and take a shower in the middle of
I
the
mean,
day
Just
to do it.
because
Shit, it sounds pretty
nice
good.
cold shower.
Man, I used to run for Maverick flatbed,
Okay,
and yeah, I'd get free showers,
that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, well, but, I mean, I've done it, a
and they were
million times.
nice. They were huge.
Well, so
Room for activities.
Yes.
Nice.
back when I was in the oil field, I would during the winter often go shower at the Love's because it's only like a 3-gallon hot water heater that you
Yeah.
have in the camper, and that doesn't.
And
make
that's a
very much-
well spent $15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. I think it was only like $12.50 at the one by me, but yeah, dude, it was definitely worth it. And when it was 30 less degrees,
Great
outside,
water
man,
pressure, hot as hell.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it was great. Way better than trying to do it in the fucking camper. Like,
That's
With
This
sure.
spot gets really clean.
yeah, that's it.
well.
worst part was when the
some
water
people
runs
it's
out.
more about it's around the face area.
Well,
You
the
know?
worst part was when you would run out of water and you used to have like soap in your hair, like all over your body or something, and then it's just taking an ice cold ass shower. It's
This is why I don't do campers.
Well, I mean,
That's very.
you got to do what you
specific
got to do sometimes, though. You know.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, when I first moved into the trailer in Willis, there was no hot water, but I moved in during the summer, so the water coming out of the thing was nice and warm. It had been
Yeah.
sitting there. There was a hot water heater. It was just the gas was never plumbed to it,
Okay.
so it would get nice and warm during the summertime. But our first winter there, my first 30-degree shower, I'm like, we're hooking up that fucking thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we actually ran the gas lines across the yard. He had the yellow hose, just needed to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he did, and we got that bitch fired up. We take super hot fucking showers. It was nice
Yeah.
until it froze solid.
It's the little things, you know.
Yeah, like
Until it
not
froze
freezing,
solid.
not freezing to death in your own shower. Yeah. And there was no ventilation in that fucking bathroom either, so it got fucking steamy. Yeah, we didn't have an exhaust fan.
Yeah. Not even the little one.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, there was an exhaust fan. It was just so poorly placed that.
Well, yeah. Then in the winter, it's just you got this ice cold ass air blowing in
Yeah.
the shower with you.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't that bad. It was just, because we rebuilt it from the ground up. Like, so it was an old, like 40-year-old single wide,
I got you.
and we tore it up down to the fucking floor joists.
Well, hell, if you're in a pinch, instead of those tiny ass little showers, they have half decent options if you're really, really hurting. I've got these sponges that are in a pack of them. You get them a little wet, suds them up, you scrub up all over, and they just towel off.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I've seen some
It's
of those
better than
before.
nothing.
Right.
I mean, it's not
What-
bad.
What they
Right,
need,
right.
what they need is hand warmer sponges for just your own sponge bath.
Mm-hmm.
Sponge bath.
Yeah, so I mean that way your water can be whatever, but the sponge itself is warm when you scrub yourself. $1 million idea I just gave to the internet.
Maybe.
Fuck.
Dude, we're gonna see it on shelves. in
Finally,
like 3
finally, I
years.
made it out of a stupid idea. Finally, a stupid idea came to fruition.
Oh man, have you ever
Yeah.
seen some of the stuff on like Shark Tank though?
Oh,
Like, some
yeah.
of those ideas really are like, okay, that's sort of useful, but also kind of dumb. But
Mhm.
that guy's way richer than I am off of this.
Right. Well, you figured out cold fusion. You just haven't told anybody yet.
I don't know about
In your
that.
spare time,
I
you
don't
figured
know
out
about
a
that.
new form of fusion.
Maybe.
You were telling us about it on Men's Group one time.
Yeah. Maybe I did.
You kind of did.
Yeah.
Either way, so before we get too farther into the show, we do have sort of a meme of the week because the first gameplay / trailer for the new God of War game came out last week, and the internet couldn't wait to roast it because you don't play as Kratos. You play as his dead wife. Yeah. But to be fair, the gameplay itself does look pretty cool, and I want to see what it is because effectively you're playing as her after she died before or at the beginning of God of War 2018.
Okay.
So she dies there and then wakes up in the afterlife. But she's in the afterlife of the gods. So you walk into this crazy situation where you've got a Japanese god and an Egyptian god who are working together to enslave other dead people. And she wanders into this and then finds a friendly cube and a living sword ribbon with apparently some type of cursed sword. So it looks pretty cool. But the main issue is that the chick who plays her, which is Karen from Daredevil, or what was her name in True Blood? Jessica from True Blood. And she's beautiful redhead, all this other stuff. But apparently they've run her through a little bit of an ugly filter for the game. So she's a lot less attractive than she should be, but it all really comes down to fidelity of the game. So, because a lot of people just barely tweaked a filter, and she looks like herself instead of the character, which has been uglied up.
So when you say fidelity, that's just lowering like resolution to make the game run faster?
Smoothing it out a little bit
Okay.
because it's almost too much definition, and like you're seeing like the very fine, crappy looking details of her face. That like, yeah, you could.
Crappy looking.
No, I'm not joking. That's what it is. She looks shitty for a beautiful woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and all they did was like just slightly tweak it and soften it, and she looks like herself.
Okay.
But
I've seen some of that, like
Yep.
in Call of Duty characters and stuff. Some of them would be like, "Wow, they did a really good job, like superimposing." them."
Exactly.
And then other times it's like that don't look like them.
correct. But that being said, we do have our meme of the week, and for meme of the week, we do have to go to Fat Cam. So there we go. Tim's already learned. So we do have Fat Cam, and I gotta click on the right thing. Click over here. And because the internet can't help itself, we do have God of War, Mom of Boy.
Alright.
So if you ever played 2018, the joke was, of course, they called the game Dad of Boy or God of Boy.
God of Boy.
Boy. So it is Mom of Boy. Oh, camera froze. Why are you freezing up on me, Fat Cam? Oh, Fat Cam. There it went. Okay. Fat Cam needs an update, I think. Either way, so that's from r/gamers. So that is actually the proper game poster, effectively. So you do have this living slime cube there, whose name is Frank, but it's spelled like PHRACNCCC, and it's voiced by Jack Quaid.
Okay.
And then the sword is not alive, but the ribbon around the sword is alive. And the sword is usually suspended in the cube. So that usually means that thing's probably
it's a
cursed.
sword with tapeworms.
Kind of, but it's a living ribbon with an attitude, and it's got like Wolverine claws at the end of the ribbon. So she can use that to attack at a distance, let alone slice. So she's kind of got the ranged weapons like Kratos does, but she has the magic powers of Atreus.
That's like a boy.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. So if you got to use some of Atreus's magic from the second game, she has some of that same stuff because of course she's Laufey.
I need to step back and play those.
You should,
I could never get into the battle mechanics. Just really messed with me. I wasn't a fan of them.
because you're dumb.
It's been a long time since I've played.
Same with Assassin's Creed. I just didn't.
No,
like that.
Assassin's Creed's significantly harder.
Yeah.
I do
God of
like
War's
Assassin's
mostly
Creed,
button
though.
mashing.
I've played a couple of them, but I played Valhalla, and I thought that one was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Well, you got to play God of War Valhalla.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Valhalla was the DLC for God of War Ragnarok.
The one I'm waiting on is Witcher 4.
Never happened.
Really?
Never
won't?
happened. Why not?
I thought they quit making Witcher games.
No.
Hasn't it only gotten more popular? Why would they do that?
No, I've seen.
Not since the show. It kind of went downhill.
No, I've seen.
Are there new seasons?
I've seen samples of The
Not
Witcher
anymore.
4, and it's insane. It's absolutely beautiful.
Wow, I bet. I mean,
It is so well done.
all of them were so nice. It's like, and especially, I mean, really, there's no ugly games anymore.
I mean,
we've come so
instead
far.
of having to walk up and select
Uh,
interactions with random individuals, random characters, I mean, they automatically happen. They're
You went full
automatically
Louis
talking
there
to
for a
you.
minute. You went full Louis first.
Yeah.
What's Louis mean?
Louis stutters.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
friend of ours. I don't know how confirmed this is, but there might be an armed active shooter at the Jack in the Box on League Line.
No
No.
shit.
It says an armed suspect is reportedly barricaded inside Jack in the Box near the intersection of League Line and 45. Law enforcement is fast food restaurant surrounded. Additional information will be posted.
What?
That's crazy. Well, there was like an armed shooting the other day because Jessica couldn't get a hold of me, and she was worried that I was like somehow near it. And I'm like, not today. Oh yeah, Tim's got his.
I'm good. Not it.
Yeah,
I'm off. I'm good.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's
Wow.
one of our fellow employees.
As long as they're
shared
not
that.
either of my two sites, I'm good.
Fair. Okay, so
It's crazy, man.
speaking of news, guys, the Austin Metcalf murder trial has been going on for the last week. Rather, the what's his name? Carmelo Anthony, the actual murder suspect,
Yep.
as it were, has been on trial, and apparently it's been going incredibly poorly for him because they're 21 of the witnesses all corroborated that the other guy literally did nothing
Mhm.
except asking him to leave, and even tried to walk away and say, "Hey, man, I don't want to fight you," and then Carmelo stabbed him in the chest. I don't know if you remember that killing from last year.
Yeah, I do. I've been seeing some of the updates on social media here recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been tracking it from the get.
Yeah, we just haven't talked about it because there was nothing to talk about, and the trial has gone insanely quick.
Yeah, very.
Like I think it just started last week, and wasn't even tracking it at all, except for the fact that all the witness statements were going bad for the defense.
On the defense has been just ridiculous.
And then the defense said, "Well, it was clearly Austin Metcalf's fault for that he got stabbed." I was like,
I mean, I guess
tried to make it a racial thing.
always it's
Yeah.
so stupid. I guess part of the reason I didn't pay more attention to it, at least from the beginning on. I mean, more recently, obviously, because of current events, I have been, but it just seemed pretty cut and dry, and maybe that's why the trial has moved so fast. I mean, how do you rationalize any of that with any reasonable, line of logic whatsoever?
Well, as Savannah Hernandez was interviewing people on the ground, I think it was yesterday or the day before, she interviewed a black woman and said, "How would you feel if he does come across as guilty of the murder?" And it's like, "Would you convict him of murder if you heard all this testimony so far?" And she's like, "No, of course not,
Right.
because we black people stick with ours."
Right. Yeah.
Literally saying that just because he's black, they would excuse his crime,
Mhm.
even as bad as murder. And this is something that has been studied. There is only one group of people that actually judges people fairly when it comes to trials and doesn't base things on race. You want to take a guess as to who that is?
Indians.
Way off.
I'm guessing either probably like Americans,
White people.
white people. Yeah, I was
Plain,
gonna say white
just
people or
plain white
Asians.
people, not because you can't say Americans, because Hispanic Americans, Black Americans, Asian
True.
Americans,
Yeah.
they all choose racial preference.
Yeah, we're equal opportunity adjudicators.
And we actually adjudicate equally. We look at the facts and judge not based on the. It's like, remember, white people are the most racist people ever, right? Because we invented slavery, right?
But
Right.
you mean
So-
we actually listen
Oh, wait,
to
I'm a
Martin
person of-
Luther King?
I forgot. I'm a person of color.
Judging by people's character.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm a person of color. I don't have racial preference, or maybe I have all the racial preference. I'm not sure. But the point is they've literally studied it, and white people literally try to adjudicate things fairly. Even the most racist people even will look at things more fairly, because they'll
Wow.
probably get tossed out as a jury pool anyways.
Mhm.
Right. Sure.
But if you're out there and you say you will not convict somebody of murder when they clearly have fucking murdered someone and every bit of evidence points to him, you got this motherfucker on video saying, "I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker, just for being white," and then stab him. Just like, no, he didn't do that.
That's wild. I
Isn't
mean,
it?
I can't.
They hide the criminals.
Well, it's and so I mean, at what point do and through what means do we even address this as a society? You know what I mean? Like,
Do what Trump's doing right now and denaturalizing people.
I mean, that's probably a good strategy. At a certain point, I mean, we got to realize that we have gone a little far this way, and we're gonna have to
No.
we'll have to overcorrect. This is how
We have to overcorrect to go back to middle.
Yeah, it's
We've gone so far left that we need to
Pretty much,
overcorrect.
because there's going to be a bounce back the other way. So we need-
yeah,
But-
and that's always how it works.
But the funny part is it almost never bounces back as far the other way. It bounces towards the center and then gets pulled way far back the other direction again. People
Well,
always think there's going to be the exact opposite thing. But let me, before we get to you said the verdict is actually out.
I've got the details right here.
Okay, cool. We'll get to it in a second. Name, just throw out off the top of your head any idea of leftist violence. Right off the top of your head right now.
Peaceful protests.
Okay, but name more specific.
Mostly peaceful protests. We only brought down
fiery
one
but peaceful.
city.
Fiery but peaceful.
Spicy protests.
Spicy protests.
Okay, but name specifics. Like certain particular riots or things like that.
I mean, everything that happened after George Floyd.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned. I mean, are we going to see some of that now?
Well, what I was getting to. Okay, so you can
all the trans shootings.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I don't suspect any of them are real conservative.
Nope. And name one right-wing act of violence, mainstream act of violence.
Wasn't there an extreme right winger that did something?
Well, there was one.
That extreme racist guy.
Which one?
Oh, the Chud the Builder thing?
Yeah.
The Chud the Builder stuff is actually, now that the video has come out, or at least they're looking at it, he actually was trying to not fight the guy or deal with him at all. The guy came after him and said publicly on one of his own live streams that if I ever see that guy, I'm going to kick his ass. He said that about Chud.
Well, I heard that he followed him, like he'd seen him
Yeah.
actually at a fuel station when he was on his way or something like
Well,
that.
they were both at the courthouse.
But I think I'd
Both
of
were-
course
both
it could
were
be
there.
hearsay. But,
Both of them were there for separate legal reasons.
okay.
And he did see him outside, and then he went and harassed him.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
okay,
I read that
but
he followed him from somewhere else, but maybe that was inaccurate.
But my point was many, many, many years of leftist violence, probably upwards of 70 or 80 examples of violent riots, attacking ICE agents, shooting ICE agents, all of that stuff. The one example on the right is January 6th. The one example.
We're okay, which we did nothing. I say
Realistically,
we, I mean, I wasn't there,
it was not great on one side of the building, and the other side was fine.
Yeah.
And then people who just went in and didn't riot at all, just toured the building after it had been attacked, got arrested and were held in. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're not going to relitigate that. It's getting litigated currently. But they always ignore the May 29th insurrection, where far leftists attacked the White House grounds, set fire to a guard shack, forcing the president into the bunker, and then they went across the park and started attacking the Catholic Church, the Church of the President. Remember when that got set on fire?
No.
Yeah.
How did I not hear about
Because the only thing you heard was that Trump used his Gestapo to move the protesters from the park.
Oh, what a spin. Okay.
Yeah. Ignoring the fact that they went after the White House. And by the way, we also left off all the assassination attempts on Trump.
Right. Yeah.
There's four right there.
Yeah, that's
There's
crazy.
four right
Yeah.
there. But
Man.
anyway, or five, technically speaking, if we count the one that never got to happen.
Oh, that's right. The
Yeah.
guy that just got tackled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, he didn't die. That one didn't die. The one at the correspondence dinner.
That's the one I was thinking of.
The one after that was they shot him on the White House lawn.
Okay.
Did you hear about that one?
No.
Yeah, he rushed the White House grounds and started shooting. And then he got taken out by the Secret Service very quickly.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about that one. It was, well, we talked about it on the show, but you weren't here.
I mean, what is going on that is making people do this? I mean, it's crazy. And don't get me wrong.
I mean,
like,
it's
I've
propaganda.
Sure. Yeah. But I mean, I've gotten upset about a lot of this stuff. I mean, who hasn't at this point?
I've
right?
seen your Facebook posts.
But it's like,
Tim has spicy takes sometimes.
what do you actually do about it? Right. Like we're going to go, fight our neighbors, or we're going to go storm DC by ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's crazy. Where are these people getting these ideas? And
The internets, Facebook groups, Reddit,
I mean, is it just
Discord.
It's got to be more like an episode.
Antifa.
Like, are they suicidal though? I mean,
Yes.
that's what it's got to be.
It is suicidal empathy. All right. Either way, because I know Heffy's over there boiling. Okay. So now that you actually have the
something
information,
else came up, but
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. So we have the actual official verdict.
Yep. All right. In McKinney, Texas, closing arguments ended this morning.
Yep.
So
Closing arguments. He did it.
they've been deliberating all day long,
Of course they have.
and they finally came back with a guilty verdict in connection with the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf.
What did they find him guilty of?
Let's see here. Was charged
Tell me they didn't reduce it to manslaughter.
Hold on.
No way.
They were trying to. Because for those who don't know, also yesterday they took a 2-hour break.
It just says guilty.
Then it must be for murder, because that's what he was being tried
I
with.
saw something that said it was first.
Yeah, found guilty of murder. That's what I said.
Good.
First degree murder.
Doesn't say, but they're shortly after that decision, they're going to start working on the punishment phase. That's happening today as well. So 5 and 99 years or life in prison.
Whoa.
So here,
You said 5 to 99.
Yeah, he was going to at least
It's
30.
quite a range.
so basically, this evening they're going to have a verdict on the punishment.
You know, it's almost not that I want to say that he's not guilty or anything like that. Obviously, I mean, he is. I think he's very guilty. I thought that from the very beginning. But you want to try to extend people grace, like as Christians.
Sorry, I was
Or at
getting
least
messages.
I know me and my family have talked about it that way. But like, because of how publicized this has become, it's almost more obligatory to make an example out of this case, is it not? I mean, if you don't give him enough of a sentence, it just sets a precedent for this sort of behavior. At this point, like, you've got to throw the book at him. I mean, if he doesn't get the death penalty, then he's going to have to get life in prison.
Yeah.
I don't see another way to make it fair, especially when it's such a high profile case. Yeah.
And they tried to the entire time they tried to make it about racial injustice. It's like a black kid killed a white kid for no reason, and then they tried to claim self-defense. The entire time, from what I know, the defense was still trying to push the self-defense thing.
And they were throwing some wild stuff,
wild insanity out there. But the
even so, did I hear right? They speculated that maybe he stabbed himself.
Yeah,
One point.
Some idiot said that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In the courtroom.
Insane. That's asinine.
Yeah.
Stabbed himself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look
Wow.
at the Chud the Builder situation where he nearly shot himself because he was in that headlock.
Right.
And then, by the way, he hurt that guy, but he didn't kill him.
Right.
Which is also crazy. So they're trying to make that about racial whatever, and that's actually clear cut self-defense. Well, on the tail end of years of dealing with the Kyle Rittenhouse shit, and then which one happened first, Rittenhouse or Floyd?
Rittenhouse.
Oh, no, it was George Floyd, because the riots were because of George Floyd, weren't they?
I
think you might be right.
Or it might be backwards.
I know. I think
because because everything happened back to back to back. Like there was like 3 major riots all over the fucking place, back to back to back.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember which way
shit
the
seriously
order
hit the
went
fan for a while there. Yeah.
I think because I know the Chauvin trial was obviously after Rittenhouse,
right?
Because they
or
were
it was after.
It was definitely after, because
How long did it take from that circumstance there with
You're fine.
How long did it take that circumstance that all of that with George Floyd to the time where they actually had his trial? I felt like it was a really long time before they even had that.
Just a few months actually.
Really?
Wasn't that crazy? What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing. My mother's needing help.
Oh, I thought you were looking up the thing we were questioning.
Oh, sorry, something not pleasant.
Oh, you. I don't know why I said you. So it's like a personal grossness.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Sorry, Mrs. Heffy's mom. I hope everything's okay. Dealing with our own bullshit.
Yeah.
So I got Jamie and Michelle both messaging me. They're like, yeah, the radiator fan got delivered, so if you could put it in when you get a chance. I'm like, it's going to be a difficult fucking week.
Hi, Mr. Free Labor Guy.
Yeah. It's like Jamie's at home alone because Michelle and Maddie went to Colorado because her grandmother died.
Okay. I did hear about that.
Yeah, so we saw about that in the church group. But it's like, did you need to leave right away? She just died. I mean, like, if you're going to the funeral, it's going to be a minute. So it felt a little weird.
At least
that
a few days, even if you're like
at least a week for a proper funeral. I mean,
Jamie swing a wrench?
No.
Oh, dang.
Jamie can't. Never mind. I'm not going to sit here and badmouth him on the show. Jamie's having a rough time right now. His medication is off.
He's getting a little worse.
He's getting a lot worse.
Oh, poor guy.
He's getting worse.
Oh no.
It's just especially with nobody with him, I'm concerned that his medication, he's not going to take it when he's supposed to, and he's going to not be getting sleep and all that other kind of stuff. And hopefully not have another manic episode, because that was bad the last time. He was in the hospital for a couple days.
Call him, check on him, tell him to take his stuff. No.
He's got a wife for that.
Uh,
I already said I'm not his babysitter.
yeah.
It's like I can help him fix the car.
Yeah.
Which hopefully the radiator fans will fix it after I took the time to replace the modules last week, and that wasn't the problem. Or wasn't specifically the problem. It feels like they got 2 burnt out fans. Either way, I was just telling her that it's like, yeah, it's like, I know you guys got a lot. I mean, I got a live show to produce, a wife that was just in the hospital. I'm on an hour and a half of sleep
Were
today.
you trying to go the cheap route instead of just replacing the whole unit?
Well, all the science pointed to it was the module, not the fan.
Yeah.
But because it wouldn't come on, you know, it's like power's got to go to this thing before it goes to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not coming on no matter what, and you bang on it and it starts to move, it literally reasons out that it's the modules. But if you're going to replace the fan, you might as well replace the modules, you know, because they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to swap them anyways from one fan set to the next. So, but it's either they're burned out, there's a bad electrical connection, because now the modules are new. I got one fan to work at about 50% after bonking it, and it's definitely a little wobbly.
Yeah.
So it's like the other one's not coming on at all, and this one is a tad bit wobbly.
How's the did you get a chance to take a good look at the water pump at all?
No.
I think-
I'm not going to even touch anything mechanical on that thing.
They
I
haven't
will touch
poured-
the electrical stuff.
They haven't
that's on
poured
the
any
outside.
stop leak or anything in the.
No.
Okay.
What happened was the fans quit working. That's why it's overheating.
Okay.
They literally had no air movement, and I noted that when I replaced their battery.
How
I was
bad?
like,
How bad they cooked the top end?
actually, not that bad.
Okay.
They pulled over because it automatically started venting through the overflow.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they noticed, oh, hey, there's steam. So, and then they let it cool down.
Did they cook off the power steering or anything?
No,
Okay.
no, it should be fine, in theory. Because I mean, even if it's moving, it's fine because it's got airflow.
Yeah.
If you come to a stop, it starts to
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
And considering they needed to do DoorDash, where you're going to be sitting for a minute, and they were when it first happened, they were in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh no.
That's when you went to go help them, right?
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, so we've both been dealing with their broken down car problems, but I did the modules in that remember when it rained really hard and then the sun came out all afternoon
Mm-hmm.
last Wednesday or Thursday? Yeah, that was me over there working on their car in direct sunlight. Yeah. Trying to figure out how to take all that shit apart. It wasn't hard, but it was also a very, very tiny 7mm bolt with no room to turn. I burned the back of my hand on their head. So it is what it is. All right. So I know we got limited time here. I'm trying to keep an eye out for Hefe over here.
Mhm.
Motherfucker.
I'm keeping. I'll dip if I got to.
You're going to K-bye on us?
Yes, sir.
Dickhead.
Hey.
Either way, so
Just
we...
Irish goodbye. Don't
so
even
the
say
thing-
anything. Just get up, grab your
No,
shit.
by tradition, you have to yell K-bye and just leave.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how the show started. We end the show with a simultaneous K-bye.
Yeah, there's no Shanghai sayonara here. There's no,
No.
kitty to pet.
Right. You just say things.
No,
I didn't understand the reference. I just let it slide.
That's where you pet the cat and leave.
Oh, okay. Is that a euphemism? I imagine it's got to be.
No, I think he's possibly directly serious. Scooch this way again. Yeah, there you go. Center up. I'm going to put lines on the table so you know exactly where to stay.
I won't look at him.
Dickhead. Every bright red. Either way. Okay, so we do have a couple of main things to talk about. You brought up Bad Thoughts, and I forgot about it. So I did watch all of the second season of Tom Segura's Bad Thoughts.
Okay, I need to get into that.
Have you watched it at all?
Mm-mm.
Tom Segura's Bad
I watched
Thoughts?
the first season.
Well,
You-
oh, it's a season.
It's a
Okay,
season.
Okay,
Two of 'em.
I've seen some of his stand-ups. but I don't
Yeah,
think I've seen
so
it.
he started...
No, it's a show, and it is whoa.
It's an anthology series of all the horrendous things in his brain.
Have you seen the Death Love Robots?
Love, Death, and Robots.
Mm,
on
I've seen
Netflix.
I've seen it like with just scrolling. I've
Yeah,
seen it.
It's a great show.
Well, it's good, but it's just random scenes of crap from Tom's imagination. And holy cow.
By the way, you combined two separate things, what he just said there. He was saying because it's an anthology series, so the stories don't tie together.
Okay.
Not at all, but
So they're like 45-minute episodes with like 3 mini episodes inside each. Some of them are really short. He does a whole lot of cross-dressing in this one. He plays a whole lot of women in this season, and it's disturbing and annoying. Not as disturbing as the giant penis chopping scene in the first season.
Mhm.
You have to watch that one.
I don't know, the French scene in the first one.
No,
was
not
pretty rough,
talking
too.
about that one.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I feel
So,
uncomfortable already.
you should.
It's-
It's really. Do not watch it even.
Or
well,
the-
you and Tasha could probably.
Or the
watch it,
aliens in the
but
toilet scene.
The aliens in the toilet was funny.
Oh,
No Rob Eiler in this one though.
okay.
But Jamie is in it for oh my god. They do a Freaky Friday episode that's so damn funny. And I'm just like, I knew exactly where it was gonna go. Like as soon as it started, I was like, oh no, I'm starting to think like Tom. I know exactly where this is going. If you just if mother and daughter switch bodies and Tom Segura's the dad.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes exactly as bad as you think it does.
Yeah.
So I watched all that. It is disturbing. Some of it's really funny. Jessica didn't watch the second half with me, but I watched it. On top of that, I forgot to mention that I watched a documentary, quote unquote, a YouTube documentary on the Garth Brooks murders. And they actually took the time to investigate whether or not all these random disappearances and dead bodies that were found, how they coincided with Garth Brooks's living places or tours over the decades.
Segura wasn't too far off. Holy crap.
No, they started this because of Tom. And here's the funny part. They wanted Tom in there because it was a podcast.
No way.
They wanted Tom to come in, and he's like, I can't for legal reasons. He's already been sued by Garth Brooks. So Tom couldn't come be a part of it. So it was like, I think an hour and 15 minutes or something. And they go over like all of Garth Brooks' history from beginning to current and track all the disappearances of people in those years, like random women disappearing. And like they were last seen like maybe a handful of miles from where his tour bus was, or if they were set up at a studio or not a studio, stadium for a little bit. They were interviewing some of his roadies and stuff, and one of them, they're like, hey, would it be weird if your main star just disappeared like for a couple of hours before the show and just randomly show up like minutes before he needed to be on stage? He's like, no, Garth would do that all the time. He would just hop in a car and leave by himself for a couple of hours before a show, and nobody knew where the fuck he went. But then conveniently there may or may not have been there might have been dead bodies in some of the cases they were rolling around, because they never bothered to ask. If he rolled up with a case, said, hey, load it on the bus, they wouldn't ask what's in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of circumstantial evidence looking that he might be a serial killer.
Did you see that article with Garth Brooks talking about his retirement,
No.
where he basically admits he screwed up and he alienated his entire family?
Oh, when he retired and came back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did that so he could go home and murder.
But yeah, his political.
Dude, he bought two like 300-acre ranches between Nashville and Oklahoma.
But essentially, in not so many words, he said his political ideology alienated his entire fan base and screwed his career, and he just couldn't tour anymore.
He got caught.
Sounds right.
He got caught.
Yeah.
He got caught by somebody.
I mean, the fans just weren't showing up.
So, by the way, his first wife,
Wow.
he paid a fuckload of money and gave one of those 300-acre ranches to his wife. And she would not answer anybody's questions about anything if they came to it. So his wife is on an NDA permanently. So it's entirely possible his first wife knows about the murders.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. It's crazy what these guys investigated. It's all down to a stupid joke on YMH. Yeah, but I was hoping that in this season he would have a sequel to the Garth Brooks one from the first season.
He's not allowed.
No, I think he's not. I think he is literally not. So he did a variation of a Garth Brooks character being played by him, and he has like this cult that people are like worshiping him and stuff. And like he keeps them like held at gunpoint to worship him and just pretending he's playing music and stuff.
And that's where he gets a lot of his ideas and inspiration and songs.
Yes, from the people in the audience. He would like get song ideas from them.
Yeah.
And then kill them so they can't claim that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
But that came out of Tom's head, so it makes sense.
They're living in barns and shit.
Yes. That was a longer episode.
That was a long.
Yeah.
It was a multi-part episode too. They kept coming back to it.
So they actually have some decent star power in season 2 as well. There's a whole episode starring Luke Wilson.
Really?
Yeah. An airport TSA agent played by Tom. Harassing the shit out of Luke Wilson.
Oh, that's got to be good.
And there was a lot of surprises, and they do a lot of ones where like the scene will end and it'll cut to a news program or radio thing talking about what was just happening, and you're in the next scene.
I could see Luke Wilson getting a big kick out of that show.
Yeah. And then there was oddly enough 2 different airport episodes. So Tom must have been going through some shit. One was cool because it was showing 2 different points of view of the same story, and it was him having a bad interaction with a gate agent, just checking in, and they said, "Hey, your bag is too big. You need to check it." And then he's like, "It's the same bag I always travel with. There shouldn't be anything wrong with it." And it's both him and her at their therapist telling a story from their point of view, and you're seeing them play over top of each other. So you see his point of view, her point of view, and like just the insanity of the lies back and forth and how they perceive the other person. It's crazy. They got real creative this season with some of it. It is less disturbing than season 1.
Season 1 was
Season 1's opener was with a sniper who got the shits right as he needed to kill somebody.
It was wonderfully disturbing.
Yeah, those are words.
In sometimes the best possible way. Sometimes horribly disturbing.
Nope, those are just words. Nope. No. Other than that, got caught up on the first 3 episodes of Vox Machina season 4.
Yes. Good.
I was sad at the beginning of it, man. I felt for the characters. Are you aware of Vox Machina on Amazon?
I think I've seen a couple of the episodes, but I can't really remember.
It's one of our favorite shows.
Dude, the ending of episode 3, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it sets them up. Let's go Adventure Time.
Yeah. Also, I hate Terry.
Fucking A.
I hate Terry so fucking much.
Why can't they just knock him out, leave him alone?
I think he's actually going to become pretty useful later, but
right now he gets in the way.
I know.
There's no way he doesn't come back though. Like there's definitely going to be a way he makes a comeback, I think.
Well, the character of Terry introduced in the new season, I think he's going to be around because if you watch the teaser, he's in way later.
Well, he has the perfect ability to get in the way at the absolute worst possible time.
He's almost like a fucking antagonist who's playing a protagonist.
Twice in 3 episodes, if he hadn't tripped them, been in the way,
yeah,
they would have been okay.
Yeah. He fucked him over by being a bumbling idiot.
Yeah.
And usually when somebody's that big of a bumbling idiot, it's on purpose. And he's trying to be a hero because he's heard the stories of Vox Machina and he wants to follow in their path.
He's just an uber douche.
And he's an uber douche. But he's got cool technology. He somehow has a robot.
And money.
He somehow
those characters historically do pretty well.
Yeah. So. But he's got like different magic powered crystals that
so
I
he's
guess
Batman,
his family
but dumber.
creates.
Yeah.
Yes. But the new plot of this season is interesting.
Yeah.
The Silent One, I think is what it's called. It's set up all the way back in season 2.
There's another cult.
Another massively powered dark creature cult. So it'll be pretty cool. Invulnerable. Well, they're not invulnerable. They're unkillable. And they can recruit people and apparently take your eyes.
They're not invulnerable, but
so they can be hurt, but they don't die. Like one dude literally throws himself off the top of the tower, smacks into the ground because he knows he'll survive. So he heals. His body returns to normal and he runs away before they can get to the ground to come after him.
He heals that fast?
Pretty quick.
Yeah, he basically has
clearly dark magic.
Yeah, something.
He broke in and grabbed the head of a creature and basically told it, "Hey, would you form the rest of your body so we can fly?"
Yeah. It's his pet. They cut its head off. It was like a weird winged bat, eyeless creature that Vax was hunting.
But did it have Sonic Attack or something like that?
I don't know.
I need to go back and revisit this.
No, Vox Machina is fantastic.
Dude, the first one's great. The animation with the dragons and all in the first one's gorgeous.
Yeah. So the thing is that if you first get into it, you're like, oh, this is kind of dumb. But by the time you're 3 episodes deep, you're in full swing of these characters. And the action hits so hard in the first 5 episodes. And then like there's 2 major arcs just in the first season. And it was like neat. And then it just gets better and better from there. So
we still haven't seen Scanlan
so far.
Yeah.
He will be in there because they show him in the trailer.
Of course.
Yeah. He has to be there. And like I said, what sucks, because it's based on Critical Role's D&D games that they did years ago. And by the way, Vox Machina is their first campaign.
Okay, so I think I'd heard that and I'd forgotten it, and then you mentioned it and it came back to me.
So they're currently on campaign 3 in real life, and they've been doing this for 15 years.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of episodes of that with my buddy JD.
Yeah.
That's who first originally put me onto it. I didn't realize that connection was there though.
Yeah, because it's just an animated version of their D&D game. It's their characters. They're all voicing the characters that they played. And then I don't think the Mighty Nine is ever coming back, and I love the Mighty Nine.
I need to check them out.
The Mighty Nine, you need to, so they'll actually get traction under it
Mhm.
because Mighty Nine is their second campaign. So they actually started animating it. The first season of the Mighty Nine was actually really great, especially setting up mystery, and the characters are all fun. And of course, voiced by the same people, but new characters. And it's actually about 20 years after Vox Machina story has ended. So we're jumping ahead a little bit, but really enjoyed both of those series, and I want more of it. And it's going to be a very long time because if I recall correctly, Vox Machina is supposed to go at least 5 seasons. They got renewed for season 5. We saw that. So they filmed season 4. They got renewed for season 5. So we might actually get to finish the Vox Machina campaign all the way through, which will be cool, except I had the end of it spoiled for me by watching teasers on YouTube. Yeah, turn the bottom one and I'll let you spin it. Other way.
I knew that.
Righty tighty, lefty
I knew
loosey.
that.
There you go. You got it. You're figuring it out. But it's really good, and I like to do like the 3 episode drops, and then we get to watch the next 5 or so weekly. So that's good. Since we're gonna be talking movies, did you get a chance to watch Mandalorian in theater? I know I didn't.
Mandalorian was in theater.
Oh,
I saw.
that answered my question.
Yeah, I actually I do think I remember seeing something about the movie. But
Yeah.
no, I didn't.
Instead of a final season, they've done a movie.
Oh, okay.
Movie. It's only made like $167 million.
Only.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
Was
sad.
it good?
I didn't watch it. I don't know.
Okay.
What was the budget for the movie?
Too much.
Oh, so they're upside down.
Oh, they're way upside down. But the problem was it should have never been a movie. It should have been just another season or 3 specials across a year. Would have worked.
That would have been cool.
Because everybody says it's basically three stories strung together in a movie format. It could have been it could have been 45-minute episodes and it would have been fine instead of wasting time with a movie. But I'll leave Hefe out of this one. He can just sit over there and play on his phone. And Tim and I, hold on, I gotta hit the right button. There we go. You and I have both seen the new Masters of the Universe movie.
Yes, we have. I went with my wife and my kids the other day to watch it.
Yeah. There were a buttload of kids in my screening. Sorry, I got like 7 messages while we were talking just now. Nobody knows we do the podcast, apparently. Okay, so I always do my Patreon. Guys, on the Patreon, I do quick reviews. So if you're ever interested in that, that is under just the standard bullshit tier. So I usually will go over my review real quick, and then you can give your thoughts as I'm reading mine off. As soon as I find it. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I did not actually do the post. I have my notes. I did not get a chance to post them because yesterday was a very long day going to. So I saw He-Man yesterday. After I saw He-Man, I went and picked up the speakers for the live show. And then Jessica called me, telling me how she was feeling. And then I wasted the afternoon waiting on
Doctors.
waiting to see if she was going to go to the thing. And then didn't ultimately end up going until 7 p.m. Then we were there all night. Okay, so I'm not going to go through my super deep notes because as I go in the movie theater, I literally make notes of all the things. I make actual. That's just my notes as the movie was going on. By the way, this is the actual critiques way down here.
Wow.
But either way, it was a lot of fun.
You must not have been eating popcorn.
No, I don't eat popcorn anyways. It was a lot of fun. First and foremost, very colorful. And it was literally the 80s cartoon come to life. And I wasn't even that big of a He-Man fan back in the day. I had some of the toys. I watched some of the cartoon, but I wasn't like a diehard fan. But I was like, ooh, big muscular man transform. Yay.
Yeah.
That was always fun. So basically, just our quick review of it, guys. He-Man happens. I mean, it's not. It's a pretty paper thin plot if we're fair, but it's a cartoon. What do you expect?
Right.
It's like we start with Adam as a little kid on Eternia. They get attacked by Skeletor. He gets shuffled off to Earth to protect himself and the sword.
Right.
And then he gets raised on Earth for 15 years. and then he goes searching for his sword while living this boring ass corporate lifestyle that he clearly hates.
Fucking HR.
The HR shit. I do love the use of that, and
Yeah, dude, that chick pulled off her character hilariously.
God,
really.
I hated her more than Skeletor.
Oh my god, it is.
She was
the
so
worst,
much worse
isn't
than
it?
Skeletor.
The real villain, you know.
I actually put that in there. Actually, yeah. Okay, so and with those spoilers, but He-Man stuff happens.
Yeah,
Basically how it works. For anybody who is like questioning the movie and stuff like that, or seen the bad reviews online, or just watched the trailer and saw the he-him thing and all that. All of that is literally making fun of corporate HR bullshit. It is. It's meant to do that. He did grow up in the super soft world of Earth, and especially in the 2000s or late 2000s, where the HRPC bullshit happened, and he clearly hates it because he was attempting to be raised as a masculine warrior type, and then he gets raised to be a pussy.
right.
That clearly had muscles and everything under that shirt. That was
they didn't
very
do that
thinly,
great a job hiding it. I think the buff physique was actually what he looks like.
Yeah.
I think they.
No, it's actually his body.
Yeah, they did some photo editing down. I think to make him look scrawnier.
He
Kinda
was
like they
never
did
scrawny. He just had a baggy-ish
I guess
shirt.
maybe it's just like the magic of dress. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like,
I did love the idea. There was a funny moment when he first transforms. He goes, "Wait, where did my clothes go?"
yeah.
And then he's like, "Do I get my pants
my
back?"
pants
I was like, "Wow, there's something we literally never thought of as kids."
Yeah.
When he transformed into He-Man, his clothes just disappear.
There's just like an alternate dimension somewhere out there.
A pocket dimension for his clothes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a dryer. It's like a pocket dryer. All right, so without going into all the crazy, super dense notes, we usually do good, bad, ugly, and our scores
Okay.
out of 10. So in my good list, I said, "Oh, it's so pretty. It's a very, very pretty movie.
It is.
Super colorful, all that stuff. All of the costumes are absurdly on point.
Yeah.
And any of the ones where people are like, why does the character look like that? Shut up and wait." It's like, if you're mad about what the character looks like, shut up and wait. Because they just like, oh, we need to do this all the way to the 9s. And
Yeah.
they go to the 10s. The cheesy dialogue is super cartoonish.
Yes.
And that's a good thing.
Yes.
It did not take itself too seriously.
Well, and I think it creates a little bit of an air of awkwardness that was meant to be there for like comic relief in some
Yes.
situations.
Very much. Because Adam is a super awkward
He
dude.
is. Yeah.
And always was. He went from the kid who's being bullied by his own dad to be stronger to somebody who was raised basically to be a pussy but wants to be a warrior. It's difficult. Okay, so this is a spoiler, but the internet's going to talk about it anyways. The Dolph Lundgren cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to see him in there. I figured that
With the mullet haircut.
Yes.
Yes. And then he did the thing.
Yep.
Good Journey.
Yep.
That was from his movie.
Well, it was one of those like classic passing of the torch sort of scenes.
Yeah, and they were clearly like, I love how he's like, supposedly like they're talking to each other as though they know that the other person is He-Man in a He-Man movie. So that was fantastic. Love that. I would yes whenever they came on screen. I was like, fuck yeah, they did that. All the characters who had silly names. There's a reason why they have silly names.
Man, it's so fun.
I was like, that totally tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Adam is the little kid playing with the toys that have the ridiculous names and the ridiculous powers.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God, they made it for the point of view of a little boy who didn't really get a chance to grow up but got older. I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yep.
Skeletor is pure evil and super cheesy.
Yes. Yeah. I think that they did such a good job with him. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
They made him hateable, which was nice,
And likable.
I know, but
you know he's the bad guy, but he's so funny,
right,
and awkward at the same time because he nailed the 80s silly and evil dark guy.
Yeah,
because it's exactly what he was. He even called somebody a nincompoop, and then he called He-Man a boob.
Yeah,
at whatever,
right.
an incompetent boob. It's exactly the stuff he said as the cartoon.
Well, and his his demeanor is like old English or
Yeah,
aristocrat.
Shakespearean.
Yeah,
Shakespearean.
kind of Shakespearean.
He knows he's in a movie
yeah.
about him, and he chews all the fucking scenery.
Main character type shit.
Yeah, he is the main character in his movie. This is
Yeah.
not Masters of the Universe. This is
Yeah.
Skeletor. Skeletor the cheesy. The CGI for Skeletor's mask or face is so
It's pretty
fucking good.
Yeah,
That had to have been prosthetic and then also like CGI.
I would bet so. Yeah,
Because-
there's like rebound.
Yeah, but did you also notice his teeth move like
When-
he's got
yeah.
lips?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's creepy. But the glowing eyes, the glowing red eyes, when he was quote unquote sleeping, I was like, this is weird. And then he fucking beats the shit out of that guy for waking him up like that. He's like, fool, I was awake. It's like, he's such an asshole to everybody.
That scene reminded me of my dad asleep on the couch, and you try to
And you
change the
change it.
channel. And be like, "Ugh."
Right?
What?
He woke up with that fucking dad's up from his nap early
Yeah.
energy. But also, I like the fact that Skeletor is significantly older than He-Man, which in canon, I think he is, if you know his backstory.
I don't actually, but I mean,
He was
maybe
a,
shots.
He was a former kind of ruler. And he got sort of, when he got the Havoc staff, it kind of corrupted him and made him into the Skeletor that he is.
Oh,
Yep.
the staff did.
Yes, the staff did that, which is why when things happened. So there's no explanation for that at the end. It's like, well, if you know, you know.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
so. That's making sense now.
Yeah. Once again, we're going mostly no spoilers here. There was a very particular theme song for a certain 90s TV show that got played.
I don't think I caught that.
Me, behind the spoilers. Do you have any other good things you want to list off about the movie?
Man, there's a lot of really the humor was
Oh, I didn't put that in there. Yeah, absolutely.
man, it was I don't want to spoil it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
But
you can
it
say
was
particular things without being too spoilerific.
it just I loved it. I thought it really threaded the line between like truthfully, I had an awkward conversation with Jameson
Yeah.
over one of them. But
Was that the sword conversation or is it the fisto?
the fisto?
They made the fisto joke like no more than 5 times.
Yeah, it was
When he said I saw him fist a goblin once. Hefe, you would really this movie's right up your fucking alley, even though you don't like you're not interested in He-Man, but the humor and the dumbness is absolutely up your alley.
there was
Yeah.
there was great humor. It kind of towed the line. Like it was definitely there for the adults, clearly.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
for
I
the
mean?
40-year-old guys
Yeah.
and the kids.
Yeah, because the kids
Yeah.
in a perfect world should know absolutely nothing. They just see the adults laughing and laugh because they are.
Yeah.
But
The
man,
fisto jokes.
it
were
was
funny.
it was great, dude. I was laughing out loud in the movie theater for sure.
The scene in the jail, whenever he starts not the jail, but whenever he meets all the heroes,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts telling them all the names he came up with for himself, and they're like, "What?" It's like, "Why do you call me that?" And it's like, "Well, like Ram Man."
Yeah,
Who was like offended by being called Ram Man. I was like, "Well, you ram things."
yeah.
He's like, "You ram right through things. What else would I call you?" The Mechanic stuff, I was like, that is so fucking weird. But the guy who can just stretch his neck out and use
Dude,
his whole head.
Honestly, him using his power made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, somebody said somebody made a giving head joke that I think slipped.
I did. Yeah,
that slipped out there, but yeah, it's so delightfully cheesy and dumb. You might enjoy without even caring about He-Man at all. Because once again, I like the idea of He-Man. I didn't care that much. That's why I just had fun with this movie.
I think I saw a couple episodes as a kid, just when like
I had one tape.
something else wasn't on,
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was a bad show, and I definitely
No.
knew of it, but I don't know a lot of the lore. But just in this conversation, even though
Yeah.
we're trying to like tiptoe around,
Yeah.
like it's already like kind of made me understand some things that I first would have initially questioned.
Yeah. I mean, there's like there's different lore depending on which version of the show or which movies. Because obviously, there are references, very slight references to the old movie. because I think there was a character in there that was meant to be one of the characters from that movie. The one like white hair, like reptilian looking person was very similar to one of the characters from that movie. And I think the thing that they inserted into, I forget where it might have been into Roboto. I could be wrong. I think it kind of looked like that warp key or whatever they had from that movie. But the cartoons are all slightly different. Obviously, the Kevin Smith one, the Revelation cartoon was a totally new storyline. Everybody hated that. It was super woke and was more about Tila than it was about He-Man. So people were pissed. People were thinking that's what this movie was going to be. It's like, no. It's like as soon as He-Man actually is on screen, he completely outclasses Tila. And then she just comes in occasionally to help and do her own thing.
Right. Yeah.
Or occasionally pick up the sword because he keeps forgetting to grab it.
Yeah, that I did notice.
He's such a doofus.
And that tracked too. I think about my own wife, and I'd probably lose my ass if it wasn't without her.
Exactly.
She's always helping me out.
And they did have that cringy scene where they were pretending to not be into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're both definitely into each other, and then they both lie straight to each other's face that they're not into the other person. I was like, yeah, they kind of pulled that shit in the cartoon too.
Yeah, it's kind of, and it's
they're meant to be together.
Comically cliche, you know. What I mean?
It's literally it's a cartoon,
right?
It's but with some proper the final battle stuff got really heavy there for a minute.
Well, it needed every good story has that climax. There has to be the challenge, the upset, and then the comeback. I did say climax. Yeah. Is there a bingo card? I'm not aware.
There is not.
No, we should have that. That would be cool.
Good. Yeah, we could. Okay, so plenty of good to go over, then a lot more than just spoilers. But bad, the only thing I have for bad was the obvious, horrible, real-world PC HR crap.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was meant to be that, but I just fucking hated it. But the mental trap scene later with HR Skeletor, that shit was so Office Space. It was funny. I'm like, oh, that's so damn funny. So he's got him in this magic mind trap thing where he's putting him through torture, taking him to all the scenes that he hates. Here's your dad dying. Here's this woman berating you for being too masculine and all this other stuff. And then at the same time, Skeletor's he comes in and he's wearing this crappy striped shirt and he's got his hood on and he's got a coffee cup and slacks. He's like, what is this place?
Yeah.
What is this? Why? What? He's asking him what HR is and human resources. What a joke. It's the villain talking shit about the thing that he fucking hates. But it was so funny. I want that action figure of him with the coffee cup in the fucking office gear. That shit. But him as the chick at the date was
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is something that, and this is very you, Heffy. This is very much you as a character. Clearly, Adam only ever thinks about the fact that he needs to get home to his home planet, and he always talks about this to strangers. He's like, the chick goes on a date with him, asks him where he's from. He gives him the entire backstory about being from an alien world, tells him all about the heroes, that he's a prince, that his thing was conquered by this guy with a skeleton face, and all this shit. I had a talking tiger friend when I was a kid, and all this other shit. All this, all she said was, where are you from? And he does all this kind of shit. And then she's like, oh, my phone's ringing. And then gets up, and I'm like, that's you with some of your stories that you clearly repeat as soon as you hear a trigger word.
Probably.
Yeah. And I'm just when I heard that, I'm like, oh, this is Heffy just doing the thing where he just gets off on one of the Heffy stories. But it's the one that I've heard 5 times, but that Tim hasn't heard it. So you're going to tell Tim as soon as you hear that one word that goes, hey, I got to tell you about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hornadalka Vike. We got to talk about yeast.
Nah.
Yeah. You need to make some more mead.
I do. Maybe I'll use a different.
It's been a minute since you have. No, because I want to see the Hornadalka Vike. I want to see it in action.
I don't know. I forgot to freeze it, so maybe it's no longer viable.
That's actually possible. He makes his own mead sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, usually yearly, right?
Yeah, I've been lackadaisical. It's the ADHD. I did a thing, got really good at it, did a new thing.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
No, he
followed the dopamine. Yeah.
No, he built an overland conversion on his Jetta wagon first, and then he started building Steve before he was done with the Jetta. So now he forgot to make mead. You need to make mead and Steve Mead.
Steve Mead.
I like my mead shaken, not stirred.
tactical bumper.
Where's the
gate.
meat? Over there, and up there.
It's everywhere. It got a little fizzy. Then the only thing I put down for an ugly aspect of the movie is actually not the aspect of the movie at all. It's the fucking morons online talking shit about the movie without ever seeing it.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good, honestly.
It was.
If I have something to say negative about it at all, it's just that, kind of, it's also one of the good things. It's the humor. You know what I mean? Now a good parent's going to steer their kids away from any of those questions anyway. I mean, let's be honest, half of them still believe in it.
Nah, just tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them straight up.
You think so?
Yeah.
At what age?
Mommy, what's fisting? Well, that's when you punch somebody really hard in their gut.
Oh, there we go.
It's saying it's not real.
Yeah. See, what he just did to that guy, that is fisting. You can't do that because you're a small kid and you might really hurt them. Your hand is a little bit small. Or you might hurt yourself. So don't be going around fisting people.
Don't do that.
Definitely don't ask any of your friends if you can fist them.
Definitely don't.
That's how you diffuse it.
Oh man. Then the funny, awkward situations that could create later in life when a kid's actually like, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna fist you. You know?
But here's the thing. There are kids who have never seen He-Man or know anything of Masters of the Universe who are watching this movie and getting excited because it was fun and dumb in the same fun, dumb way it was for kids of the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, technically kids of the 70s because most kids of the 80s didn't get into He-Man until the 90s because the toys were still around.
I mean, the humor was great. It was definitely, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I was like, I don't know, probably 9 years old watching South Park. So, I mean.
Yeah, that's definitely a different thing.
Yeah. But
this was 100% like
if
80s humor with 2000s sentimentality.
It was so much more tame than that. But the delivery was
because it should have been
so
kid friendly.
good.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
The only thing I could think of removing from the movie at all would have been just the crap in the forest after they crash. Like some of those.
Oh, that was like some small talk.
Yeah, like the small talk and then Duncan being a drunk and that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they did play that a little too hard, but Idris Elba was chewing all the scenery.
Ooh, drunken.
Yeah. Drunken, yes. Actually, I think they did call him Drunken at one point in the thing. But also, Roboto just disappears for a while in that scene and then suddenly reappears.
Roboto.
The robot.
Oh, okay.
Like the big ass robot.
Is that what they named it? Roboto?
Yeah, they named it Roboto. That's the actual character's name from back in the day too. But he only says it right at the end of the movie. Some of the, it's one of those things where the name doesn't get given until somebody gives it. But like it was on the ship with them, and then it disappears, and then Adam lifts up the fucking thing, and it's like the robot literally could have done that. Yeah. Where the fuck is the robot? And then after that chunk of scene is over, you turn and there's a robot. It's like, oh, it's literally right fucking there.
Right.
It's like it could have done this and not have to worry. But then
that set up that scene between the two.
I do love that idea where he lifts it and she's super impressed because he does it with ease, and she's like, "Wow, you're really strong." And he goes, "Okay, but this is still really heavy."
Yeah.
He's like, he's holding it one-handed, like this, and it's not even that big of a ship. It's like maybe Apache size, maybe a little bit bigger. And he's just holding it up one-handed, also impressed at his own newfound strength as the champion. And then she's just trying to get this case out from under it or whatever. And he's like, "Okay, but it's still really heavy."
Yeah.
So like, and he's a doofus kid who now has superpowers. It's almost like Shazam in a way.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it's a lot like Shazam. Lightning comes down, he changes, he gets super bulky, and then he still has his own mentality. Doesn't have the mentality of the hero yet. And I was happy that they did I have the power more than once.
Yeah. Because
I was scared they were going to do it the once and we weren't going to get another cool scene out of it. And then it does it again. I was like, fuck yes. I could live with this. Now, what I don't want is anybody to make a Thundercats movie in the same way, because that would be scary. I don't want to see cat people. I don't.
We see too much of that already, I think.
True. It's very true. And then finally, I will give it the score out of 10. I'm usually pretty picky. I actually gave it a 8 at first, and then I went, that's not fair. This movie does have problems. So I gave it a 7.75.
Okay.
So on a scale of 5 is just an average movie that you'll be like, oh, okay. And then a 9 is something that you're going to go out of your way to watch again. And then like a mid 6s is going to be something you're going to kind of like, oh, this movie's on. I'm going to stop and watch it. That kind of thing. So in that concept of rewatchability, where would you Right.
In my household, I suspect it's going to get watched quite a few more times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably end up buying it when it drops on Amazon or whatever. So
Okay.
I'd give it an 8. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Predator Badlands good,
Yeah,
but
Just good.
actually,
good,
what
good.
did I gave Predator? Did you see Predator Badlands?
I didn't know.
Oh my God, you
You-
gotta watch
you
Predator
need to.
Badlands. That movie is so good.
You can stream it right now.
Yeah.
You can? Where? What?
Hulu.
On Hulu?
It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay.
Hulu Disney. Yeah.
Hulu Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, did Disney buy Hulu?
Yes.
Well, they've had it for a
definitely.
while, but Hulu is literally getting phased out. So you have to get to Hulu through Disney now.
So
but-
that means we'll be watching Letterkenny or Shorzy again on Disney.
Wow.
Yeah.
Letterkenny on Disney.
Yes, weird, huh?
Speaking of Letterkenny live show coming to Houston,
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
understand what that's supposed to be.
I'm still going to try to go.
I guess it depends on when it is.
Yeah.
didn't
They
have
do like
dates.
it's got to be like Saturday Night Live sort of thing, right?
Or
Yeah.
just maybe a kind of like they do a Supernatural.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Are
Supernatural.
they going to sit on
They
stage?
did the tour with Jensen Ackles and the.
It's like a convention,
Oh, okay. I guess I was.
but I have no idea. They didn't give any details as to what it is.
Zero. Just, hey, we're coming.
But Letterkenny itself has been done for 2 years now.
Still worth a weekend.
I know, but sad.
Let's go.
Sad. We'll see. Depends on when it is. I'm kind of burning out
Don't make me break out my overalls.
the ones that don't fit you anymore.
Oh,
Fucking-
you can wear
You fucking less fat bastard.
them.
They're too
that's-
tall for me.
That's better for overalls,
Give-
man. They
Get
can be
Will to go.
baggy.
They'll fit him.
Who?
Will.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to Will in 2 years.
Dude, he just disappeared.
He did ghost us. But then again, the only place I was running into him was trivia nights, and we don't go to trivia nights there anymore.
Yep.
I have seen Marcus and his lovely wife more than I've seen Will. And I haven't asked them. I was like, what the fuck's going on with Will, man? I can't ever get a hold of him.
Are you talking about the trivia nights that used to be
Copperhead,
at
yes.
Copperhead?
Yep.
Are they
Yeah,
still
that's right.
doing those or no?
In theory, I don't know. We don't go there anymore.
Nope.
Okay. Tasha and I went to a couple of them.
Yeah, you came to 1 or 2 with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was 2. They were
did
pretty
good.
fun.
We did good. Yeah, we've been doing trivia out at. We attempted to make it to 90s trivia at Frankenbolt's this past weekend, but we didn't get done at James's house until after 7:30. I was like, it's just like, damn it. So we didn't get there until 8:30, well into the trivia night because it started at 7. So we just hung out. It was us and Alicantes. So other Kevin and other Kevin's wife.
Word.
And she was supposed to read for us at the live show, but she can't make it now. So we need another lovely lady to read the questions for us.
Who's that? OC's wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, OK's wife.
OC.
Yeah, you said OC.
Okay. I guess.
So if only we had another lovely lady who could possibly read our awkward questions for us.
I'm definitely gonna ask Natasha for sure.
I do need to know, like,
I'm
really
gonna
quickly.
text her right
Because Jessica's going to be doing the merch for us, and I need some, and Shay's going to be busy actually running Frankenbolt, so I need someone who would be willing to read the awkward questions.
And no edibles this time.
She will have to be on camera. Is she okay with that?
Probably. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll ask her right now.
Because some people aren't. But after the Cards Against Humanity night we had here, and now I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on board. It's fine. Okay. I'm watching the clock, Effie. We got time. It's only 4:20.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what a great time.
No, it's not.
We'll be right back after these messages.
After these messages from our sponsors, My Wallet. My Wallet. It's everywhere I go because it's my wallet. My wallet. It buys all the things I need because it's my wallet. It's not. You don't have money here because it's my wallet. I literally have a My Wallet sponsorship. It's just, I used to have that at the front of my videos.
It's empty as I want to be.
Yeah.
As soon as she texts me back,
I actually wanted to make My Wallet commercials, like, Ed, whenever we were doing the Hobbytown stuff back in the day. I was going to be like, I walk up to the counter and I've got like a bunch of Gundams and boxes and stuff like that. And I reach for my, like, there's nothing there. And then a random hand would be like, stick up past the thing and it'd be holding my wallet and then bright lights. Oh, and then I'm like, oh, there's my wallet. You know, that kind of shit. You know, the fucking super dumb, like, early 90s commercials. I was going to do that as my wallet.
Instead of my Furious stashing around the house going, where's my wallet?
Yeah, just my wallet. My wallet. Where's my wallet? Where's my elephant? Simpsons reference.
Ah.
Yep.
I do. I remember that episode.
Yeah, when he won the elephant off the radio
Yeah.
and then they wouldn't fulfill it. And then he just kept bugging them until they finally did. And they got a full grown African elephant. Stampy.
It's like catching a whale. Now what do you do with it?
I'm just trying to figure out how the hell this radio station got an elephant. But I believe that was referencing some of these crazy giveaways that people actually finally got called on. They're like, where's my whatever the thing was?
Yeah.
And they couldn't provide it, and it was a big lawsuit.
Well, those crazy ass competitions where you can have a car if you're the last one touching it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you don't win that car.
Yeah.
Yeah. You usually don't win that car. That's usually some nonsense. But as long as you pee on your opponents, that's all that matters.
Tosh is asking about the questions.
So they're awkward, but only partially inappropriate.
Okay.
And there's no cussing, technically. Because that was Grace's deal. She didn't want to say any cuss words.
Mm.
Well, she didn't want to say fuck.
That's so sweet of her.
Well, she's very nice and also super funny. So,
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so you were there whenever she was just kept saying things that are accidental innuendos.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she was totally doing it at Frankenbolt's the other night too. I was just like, and what's funny, we were having a conversation about how feminists are all like, oh, women are so great and all such stuff. There's nothing that a woman can do that a man can't or whatever. And then she, in character, she says, what can Kevin do that I can't? And I said, here. Because she's deaf. She had something happen and she's deaf in one ear now.
Yep.
Either a stroke or some crazy thing happened and she can't hear out of one ear now. And like everybody, like Kevin immediately burst out laughing. Jessica went, oh, no. It's like she's like mad that I said it. And then I just see Grace's face. She's just like, she started laughing immediately. And I like, she's like, I can't believe you just said that. And then also that was hilarious and on point.
Yeah.
Because I didn't miss a beat.
But she's got a good sense of humor.
Oh yeah, she does. She's just very shy.
Right.
She has a very, very small social battery, but we're trying to break her of that. So basically they're would you rathers, either ors, that kind of stuff. And then
couple silly games. Yeah,
and then we got some silly trivia games later, like Hallmark or Pornhub. You read the title and you gotta guess, and then the other one. I think I don't have time to come up with Deep Throat or Disney, but I'm just gonna go ahead and roll Racehorse or Sex Act.
Yeah.
Which I got that together.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Using ChatGPT while we're showing.
Well, you knocked it down to what, 30?
No, 20.
Okay.
I got it in 3 sets of 20.
All right.
Well, 2 sets of 20, one 25. If she's okay with that. Basically, she's got to just read the questions off to the panel and everybody else.
I told her she's going to do it.
Okay.
I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
She said, I'll think about it. And I was like, you're going to do it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
You're going to have fun.
It's okay. It'll be good. It'll be fun.
It's thought about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could just see her like in her like little like teacher frame and just like, all right, which one? And she's got to read.
But she's going to make it even funnier.
Hold on. She has to read. She's got to read the titles like in kind of that intense way so as to not give it away.
Okay.
So let me just grab
She needs to be in teacher mode.
No.
No.
Not for some of these kids. That would be weird. I'll just give you an example while we're just sitting here talking about it.
Okay.
So this will be from, is this from episode 151? Yes. I gotta scroll down to it. Okay, so like when I did this last year, I was like, the perfect neighbor. Dream quest. That kind of stuff. It's basically just do like a neutral sensual voice.
Okay.
Effectively. And then the other part will be Racehorse or Sex Act, which I did edit some of those to eliminate certain words.
Yeah.
To make it easier or harder to detect.
Exactly.
Because some of them gave it away just by how it was phrased.
Exactly.
So I had to trim that down.
Yeah, that's what I was going to try to get the ones that broke the line on either or.
Yeah.
As close as possible.
She's being a little cagey. She's just worried about being a teacher. But how sad.
She doesn't have to say anything actually inappropriate.
No?
No,
Not technically, no.
Nope. She doesn't have to answer.
Yeah.
That's true.
We will do the inappropriate.
We will be inappropriate. She can be as straight-laced as she wants to be.
She can look disapproving at us all day long.
So actually, it's probably good that she's not going to read Deep Throat or Disney.
Good. Yeah.
'Cause
I don't
those
think
are
she
like-
would do that one.
Well, the funny part is this a line from porn or is this a line from a Disney
Right,
movie?
right.
Because some of them
then it
totally...
would have been here, Scott.
Yeah. No. Yes, Scott with his Canadian accent. So the list we're going to be doing, it's going to be either or. One gets 10 more years of life. Those are dead celebrities. Then we're going to do Lifetime or porn. We're retiring that one,
Okay.
or as we call it, Hallmark or Hub. Then one goes away forever, and then the
Racehorse.
what will now be Racehorse or Sex Act.
I thought we were going to do the retiring one last.
No, we
Okay.
worked it out to the new one. We'll finish.
Track and Dragon.
We'll finish on the new one.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Ah,
Because it is going to be a very awkward and inappropriate adult-oriented show, but we don't have to do anything. We will do the inappropriateness.
I think she just needs to watch an episode of the podcast. Probably.
Well, send her the clips of 151 so she'll get an idea.
oh dear.
Well, yeah, you should say, "Oh dear."
I will be less belligerent this time.
You will be. I'm telling you, you'll be.
No,
less.
I'm telling you.
You were almost in trouble after that episode. I was rather angry at you about 2 hours in.
Yeah, I know.
I was keeping it in. He got belligerently drunk too fast.
Yeah, 151.
Yeah, you started talking shit.
I should probably get drunk. That would be fun.
No,
No, I'm still.
it's more fun if you're buzzed.
The
It's-
last time we did a show, I found 1 beer an hour.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Kept me appropriate-ish
Yeah,
and not stupid.
sure.
Well, not belligerent.
Yeah.
We'll stick with that.
Mostly silent. You're mostly being Chad
Yeah, really?
the last time around.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I was doing a lot of talking to the guests, and occasionally you would pipe up.
Yeah.
And then you disappeared to get a beer one time, and I turned around and you were gone. I was like, "How does a fat man get away so quiet?"
You did say
I literally said, "It's like he moves real quiet for a fat man."
like Sasquatch, man.
Yeah, and then he sat back down, and I'm like, "Oh," because no joke, I didn't see him come or go, and the cameras were facing away like they are now, so I couldn't see that he sat down again. It was funny is watching it back in the edit. I finally actually see when you left because I couldn't see it sitting in the moment. I turn around, you were gone. And I turn around, you're back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, look what I do for a living. I have to move quiet.
Sure. You move, real G's moving silent.
I
like
just
lasagna.
thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Jeff's moving silence.
Yeah.
That's gay. All right.
Yeah, you
I am-
also said you didn't see him come, which is probably a good thing. Yeah.
He didn't see me go either.
I didn't see him arrive.
yeah,
I did not see him arrive or leave. Better way to phrase it. Phrasing.
I'm a creature. I'm a creature of the night.
Yeah. Sure you are. I'm Bus Man.
That's a
Yes.
t-shirt.
Okay, so we need to make an emblem of the bus in a yellow circle. I am Bus Man.
Cape with Steve Buscemi's face on the back of it.
But do it in like high contrast, so it's like just barely visible as Steve Buscemi. That's so dumb.
one-
I'm Bus Man.
I'm Bus-
But actually, it's a print. It's a cape printed on the shirt. It's not actually a cape. It's an image of a cape that's on the shirt. So stupid. I'm Bus Man.
Bus man.
Yes, Bus Man Army.
Bus man.
Short Bus Army. Short Bus Militia.
Yeah, short bus
Short
militia.
bus militia.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, I still didn't work on your tactical bumper dumper
Nope.
image because you sucked at it.
The
The problem was you were putting you pooping on it. You weren't supposed to. It was supposed to be just the thing. It's like I didn't want to get an image of you pooping on it. So the tactical bumper dumper, you know a bumper dumper, right? So it's like a chemical toilet you bolt to your bumper on the trailer hitch, so you can sit and shit off the back.
No, but
Yeah,
that's
So the tactical
smart.
bumper dumper has a compact arm on it for your weapon, so that you're always ready. But then on the other side, it either has a toilet paper mount or some spray.
Wow.
But I was talking about actually building this. Just out of spare parts I got laying around because I got some big Nerf guns. Like I've got the Nerf minigun, and then I've got like some of the podcast swing arms.
They didn't come out well.
Yeah, I'm not showing that. I'm not showing that. Make me pooping on this.
then they,
That's
then
like-
they came out worse.
Yeah. But also, you're pooping on the bumper, not from the bumper. You got to learn how to
Yeah.
phrase things.
I built a table to go off of the back of a trailer hitch one time.
I've done that.
That works pretty nice, like for barbecue pits and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you could get one of those. Have you seen those things that it's like a it's a bench / seat? What?
The cartoon one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's worse. Yeah, you got to know how to talk to it. So apparently, now that I'm paying for ChatGPT, it's starting to remember things.
Nice.
Because even though I'm asking for specific things that have nothing to do, or I did not mention the podcast, it started talking to me about the podcast. I'm like, oh, it's learned. It knows what I need these questions for. Oh, it's like, it'll be great on the podcast. And then he's like, oh, this will be great, because it's super awkward. Just like Now You Made It Awkward. I was like, oh God, my chat GPT knows. I was trying to keep it isolated, but it knows. So either way. Was there anything else on the list to talk about today? We got politics, California election going cheating.
Horribly weird.
Whole bunch of cheating.
It's gotta be
Statistically impossible outcomes.
80% of the votes are mail-in. Yeah.
80%.
Well, that's a big number. Well, the fact that the total number of votes counted exceeds the number of people voting. That's always a fun one. The fact that out of 24 or 26,000 votes counted over an evening, not a single one was for the Republican candidate.
I call bullshit.
Yeah. It's almost like they got all the numbers they needed to know from him on day of voting, and then they just started counting as many mail-in ballots as they wanted to.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
That's exactly what they did. And the governor race is going the exact same way.
Be getting away with this,
because they wrote their own rules around voting. However,
but
this is a local election, but they do the same thing for presidential elections, because it shouldn't take weeks to count California's votes.
Mm-hmm.
No, and they do automatic mail-in ballots to everyone.
That's crazy.
Everyone gets automatic mail-in ballots.
What a waste of tax dollars.
Yep. And the fact that since those mail-in ballots got sent out, just because you didn't do anything with it doesn't mean no one else can.
Another reason the SAVE Act is so important.
Yep. But the SAVE Act will never get passed, so there's that. However, the Supreme Court is about to rule sometime soon on whether mail-in ballots or voting before or after actual election day will be allowed at all.
Oh, so they're talking about putting a stop to early voting as well?
Yeah. Well, not full on early voting, but
they'll have to be a national holiday.
The exceptions will still be for absentees who can send in their ballots, but it will only be counted.
With my schedule, early voting's the only way I can do it.
But they're not talking about early voting in the way that we do it. They're talking about the way they do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's early remote.
Straightforward.
Well, because they're taking. Well, I'm going to guess they would put a cap on how early you can vote, because there's some states that were 2-month early voting.
Yeah.
During the 2024 election, people
remember establish primaried before then?
Yeah. So no, because remember that's what happened in 2024 with Biden and Kamala, that people voted for Biden early before the summer, because they could do that in those states. They voted for Joe Biden, and then they switched him out
for Kamala
after the primary ended and switched to Kamala. So all those Biden votes automatically went to Kamala, and people went, wait a minute.
That's some bullshit.
I would not have voted for that.
I mean,
and you can't change your vote once it's been sent.
What grounds does the federal government have to step in and be like, hey, this is clear?
That would be a constitutional problem if they did that.
But isn't there already rules against corruption? I mean, when you know there's flagrant corruption, what else can you do?
I mean, this is the problem. This is the problem without having an actual authoritarian state. If we had a proper authoritarian state, then you wouldn't get away with shit like this. But then you would have, constant.
There has to be a degree of authoritarianism to have law and order. Otherwise, you're just looking at anarchy, and that's not going to work.
Actually, what we have is anarcho-tyranny right now.
Tyranny?
Yes. It's the
all the crap going on.
It's the
I was thinking more like corporate oligarchy.
No, not even that. I know you post a lot about corporate oligarchy, and believe me, that is a problem. Corporate cronyism is a problem.
Well, lately with
crony capitalism,
with all the ridiculous teen takeovers and all the stuff going on left and right, it's
just
ridiculous. Left. Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, the teen takeover shit, they need to be cracking down on that.
Where was it was Lee's Summit, Missouri? Some festival was just taken over for the 3rd or 4th year in a row.
Yeah, they need that. That needs to be taken
injuries,
out.
1 death.
Yeah.
And I think 8 of which were peace officers.
Considering that actually is non-constitutional,
yeah,
because they're not peaceably assembling, they're going out there for the specific reasons of terrorism. Now, it may not be political terrorism, but they are there to terrorize the community.
And then in France, same stuff's happening.
Well, that's actual political tyranny. Well, the anarcho-tyranny is one pure anarchy, but they're using it for the purpose of controlling the government from the bottom up. So call that tyranny of the minority.
Okay.
which is exactly what we have. The left is technically the minority right now, but that doesn't seem to stop them from being in control. Look at what happened with the 250, the USA 250 concert.
Yeah.
7 out of 9 performers quit because of death threats from the left.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
And they're talking about canceling they're being sued over the UFC fight on the White House lawn.
Who is suing?
Some other asshole in the government
Based on fucking what?
saying that like they can't do that, or like the president is taking money from his crony friends or some nonsense.
I mean, if that's true, you have to have evidence of that and then bring a case forward. But why the fuck can't we use the lawn for a UFC fight? It's
but
the
also,
people's house.
if you make that the biggest pay-per-view event,
Well, because
actually the White House,
because
is
the
not
president
people's house.
wants to.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's simply it, because the president wants to.
Yeah.
And they're against anything.
But
the
also
president wants.
because a grand majority of America is into it and would like it to happen. People were pissed off about the reflecting pool getting fixed.
I don't get that. All that trash drug out of there and everything.
Dude, it was disgusting. Have you
Yeah.
seen it since they finished it? It's gorgeous again.
Yeah.
They resealed it and painted the
It
bottom.
was like Forrest Gump level gorgeous, you know?
Literally, actually. That's back when it still looked good.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, the UFC thing is insane only because nothing like that has technically been done, and they
Right.
are making a massive show of it. But here's the thing. If the UFC wants to funnel money to the government, and then the government can do whatever the hell it wants to do with that money, or I don't know, maybe pay down the debt a little, I'm okay with that. And if taxpayers put in pay-per-view to watch this ridiculous UFC fight, and that goes into paying down the debt, I'm down. I'd pay $100 to bring down taxes slightly.
I'm waiting on Kill Tony at UFC.
That's going to be funny.
He's got his whole deal going on.
Yeah, but still, it's gonna be it'll happen sooner or later.
Actually, happy birthday to Tony Hinchcliffe. His birthday was yesterday.
Outstanding.
Oh, wow.
Saw that
Happy
online
birthday.
yesterday.
Hope the bucket
Not that he'll hear this, but still.
hope the bucket pulls get better, because last week
I
sucked.
haven't watched it in months.
Really.
I've just been lazy. I got into watching other podcasts. I started watching more either.
Well, that's my Monday tradition.
Yeah. Well, it was my Tuesday.
I throw it on. Monday is my get to work, put on Tony, and clean the bus.
Yeah.
That's my weekly tradition.
But I just haven't watched it because Tuesdays I now tend to edit the podcast at work. Or, well, I'm sorry, I do my pre-edit listen.
Mental editing.
No, I make notes.
Okay.
I do it in the comments. So if you ever see the uncut episodes, there's nothing but comments from me as I'm making notes. Like the one with Rodney. I listened to that today. Made a whole bunch of notes, time codes and all that kind of stuff. Where clips are going to be, like our whole discussion about the COVID vaccine injuries. And
Yeah.
now they know what caused them. Yeah, we talked about that last week.
I wonder what caused him.
That's probably why my wife's never going to be a grandmother,
Oh,
at least from her daughter.
Possibly. Well, they didn't even talk about those. They talked about what was causing the myocarditis in young men. You know, the heart attacks and dudes dropping dead under the age
I
of
made sure
30.
Luke didn't get it.
I mean, I've heard that.
Good.
I've heard that coroners are like they're pulling so many blood clots out of people that it's clogging up their.
So
pumping
the
machine.
blood clot thing is weird because it's both real and not real at the same time. Because I did watch that Died Suddenly documentary, and there's still not a ton of evidence that was real, but something happened. That is true. Something happened. That's the weird part. However, what they discovered, and I'll go over it now because you guys haven't heard this yet. Two parts of it. The first part was I saw Brett Weinstein on Timcast talking about the COVID vaccine injuries, and the main thing was happening, and what they were warned about from the beginning with the mRNA technology was that it wasn't complete enough, and the targeting system for it wasn't perfected. And whenever they injected it into your arm, it was supposed to target the muscle in your arm, and that would trigger the immune response. So it was supposed to stay as basically like a little tiny fat deposit right there in your arm, latch on to that muscle tissue, create the enzymes that would trigger the immune response so that it would train your body to attack the spike protein that COVID had. That's what it was supposed to do. Problem is that if it ever left your arm and went elsewhere, instead of ignoring other types of tissue, it started targeting other types of tissue wherever it landed. Depending on where it landed, it had different results. If it landed in very specific type of dense muscle tissue, normal immune response. should train the body to attack the virus. If it went into your immune system, like say your lymph system and stuff like that, honestly, it was neutral. It didn't do anything. It either got killed by itself or it just had zero effect. So, some people got the vaccine and didn't have any effect one way or the other. If it got into your liver, it actually had the opposite effect and actually decreased your immunity to the virus.
Whoa.
So have you ever heard anybody who kept getting the injections and kept getting sick no matter what? Odds are one of the earlier parts of it got into their liver, had that anti-immune response, training your body to ignore the virus.
Whoa.
So that's possibly one reason why people got injured there. But if it got into the heart tissue, it would cause myocarditis, because in the presence of two particular types of immune cells, your T cells and I can't remember the other word for it, it would trigger these two different types of protein responses that are used to communicate to your immune system, hey, something is happening here, come and clean it. So basically it was causing an autoimmune response around the heart.
Oh, shit.
So that's why people were getting myocarditis, because effectively it was causing inflammation because your body was attacking the heart.
Whoa.
And you wouldn't even notice it until something finally went wrong. And you basically either had an infarction, or your blood just didn't pump right, or part of your heart was just so swollen it stopped. But you wouldn't even notice it until you got very athletic. And it usually was happening to people within 1 to 3 days of getting the shot. And the numbers was what was scary. So if you got just a singular shot, it was like 1 in 120,000 you might get myocarditis just from the shot.
It seems 1 in 120,000 still seems like a lot.
It is a lot. But if you got the second shot, it reduced to 1 in 32,000.
Whoa.
Yep.
Holy shit.
And then
that's not proportional at all.
Nope. And then the really scary number that in men under 30, for no reason they could discern, it skyrocketed to 1 in 16,000.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nobody should be getting that shot.
I'm glad I'm a stubborn, belligerent asshole.
Yeah. Well, you're older, so it probably wouldn't have affected
But
you
still,
the same way.
still glad.
But mind you, they were only studying men in this. They didn't get into pregnant women. They didn't get into
they don't
other
want
things.
to touch that. We already.
Well, they're probably still investigating it, actually, because, and I said this to Jessica, so give it to a woman. They did say if you're pregnant or think you might be pregnant, do not get the shot, because it could cause an autoimmune response and attack the baby. And we saw reported a lot of spontaneous abortions after the fact.
For me, it's as simple as this, man. We're talking about a relatively new technology.
Very new.
Yeah, that has not been tested virtually at all on humans.
Not for this.
It's certainly not.
It wasn't made for this.
Well, and the scale and magnitude at which it was rolled out before
Yes.
it was a truly mature technology. I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get the vaccine. No one in my family did, and it's because of that reason.
I didn't, but Jessica did, and we haven't been able to get pregnant.
Oh shit!
We tried, and we had one miscarriage.
Yeah, we've talked about
since then. So it's entirely possible with her autoimmune disease. Who knows?
Man.
But also the fact that maybe in older people, because my mom got like 7 or 8 boosters, and she's had strokes and heart attacks and everything else. So it's entirely possible people with already shitty, compromised immune systems, older people might have. And my dad was reasonably okay, and his dementia skyrocketed after getting the vaccines. Not saying that could be correlation, not causation.
Yeah.
Because they can't study that in a fucking 92-year-old guy,
Right. Well,
because also it's like, how do you prove it did anything unless it caused swelling of like the brain?
Sure.
If it caused like effectively some kind of syphilis based off of it,
I don't know. My grandmother and my grandfather got it against my dad and my recommendations, but we're not doctors,
Exactly. Talk to your doctor.
Exactly. Yeah. And my grandma and my grandpa ended up getting it. My grandfather had Alzheimer's, and man, within like months of him getting it, he passed away.
Well, the other part that they're also looking into is why so many people got what we refer to now as turbo cancers.
Yeah. Well, that's what I saw. That
highly accelerated cancers after the fact.
If the spike proteins get into a cancer cell, maybe they...
Well, the spike protein is just what allows it to inject itself into a thing. But the question is, if it turned off your immune system and you have cancer and don't know it,
Oh.
and your cancer just grows uncontrollably because your immune system isn't
You're not even
attacking
doing
it.
anything to fight it.
So actually, you might be right. If the mRNA got into a cancer cell and it trained your body to ignore the cancer cell, maybe. This is a total shot in the dark. But if we already said it has a problem targeting things, and imagine if it lands on a cell it definitely can't recognize.
I know
It's
this.
just like, hey, what are we going to do here?
I know that people do a lot of dumb shit in the name of making money.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of those people may not be such great people. And maybe they don't care.
Yeah. True.
And I think we have to be on alert for that sort of thing. And unless something is tested properly, I'm probably not going to fuck with it at all.
Yeah.
So,
and they now know that they didn't test it at all.
Oh, that was my biggest thing, because they wanted us to get that injection.
Compliance.
So bad. They pushed that
Compliance.
injection so hard.
well,
They baited us and they begged us and they bribed us, and automatically I was like,
yeah, well, that was one of the things that deterred me too. Is it's like y'all have never tried so hard. I mean, they were giving away joints. I mean, you name
Everything.
it, dude. Like they were trying.
Come get your shot.
so
We'll give you a
hard.
$300.
I don't want your candy. No.
Yeah, it triggered my bullshit radar. I was like, nah, this is weird.
But the
Yeah.
fact that,
I spent enough time working for the government back in the army.
Yeah.
I know they don't have our best interests at heart.
Yeah,
but look at it this way: they convinced people it was totally safe to have a barely trained idiot giving you a shot in a parking lot in the middle of summer.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, and also like it so many fuck ups. And also now that we know that if they just missed and hit a blood vessel instead, it went into your bloodstream and did nothing, or traveled to other parts of your body where it might have done some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't. I mean, call me old school, but I
Okay,
don't
old
think
school.
that technology should be mixed with biology. Hardly at all.
Well, I mean,
Definitely not.
we already do that.
In what way?
Pacemakers,
Okay, but that's
artificial
that's
artificial
not.
heart valves.
No, but we're talking. But that's okay.
How much other medical science would you like?
Nanotechnology.
Okay, so we already
stuff
have.
that can penetrate the blood-brain barrier, like that.
Yeah, but that's so many things can do that. I mean, it's just
The
actually, it's a
technology?
pretty small amount of things can actually penetrate that barrier. It's meant that way.
Yeah.
But if it can, then you got to look at what it is. It's not that we have nanobots running around in our bodies. The mRNA technology is just trained, basically retroviruses that do genetic mutations.
And that all sounds really legit, but I've never looked at it under a microscope, you know.
Oh yeah,
That's
why would
just-
you? You're just supposed to trust it.
Right, exactly.
Trust us.
Yeah.
Well, that's also like the first time I got a flu shot. After that, I'm like,
I have
How
a
the-
flu.
no,
Yeah.
no. I was like, how do I know you gave me the flu shot?
Yeah.
How do I know you didn't just force me to comply without my knowledge?
Yeah.
Well,
And I honestly would not put it past those doctors who were getting paid heftily to make sure that they were pushing the COVID vaccines.
I recommend that every human being on planet Earth read manufacturing consent.
Mhm.
It's
Absolutely.
it's super enlightening, and then you see the parallels in the world we live in today, and you're like, holy shit! Like Machiavellian geniuses are really operating in the shadows, doing stuff.
Mhm.
That's the only explanation for a lot of what's going on.
The shadowy cabal that runs everything.
And it sounds so cliche, like this is tinfoil hat stuff, but in all reality, it's not. I think it's really the world we live
Dude,
in.
it's
days.
not tinfoil hat stuff anymore. They say this shit out loud at WEF conventions.
Well, yeah, but
They talked about the idea of using Lone Star ticks to get people allergic to beef so they can reduce the cattle population to save the environment.
Yep.
oh, I know.
They
And
said
they're
that out
really doing
loud.
it. Yeah, and then farmers started finding
They
boxes.
started
of
finding
ticks.
boxes of ticks.
Yeah,
I talked about that last week.
and they're like way more aggressive than they're supposed to be. And
They're jumping out of trees onto people.
yeah, it's crazy.
They didn't do that before.
Yeah.
They just waited before. They just would chill in the high grass or whatever. Now they're seeking out people.
That's one of the reasons I keep my dogs are on a very specific flea and tick regimen, and you keep them on it long enough, they kill the fleas bite the dog, fleas die.
Mhm.
You keep them on, your whole property is cleared of fleas after a number of years.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing for them to feed on. There's nothing there,
Unless
and,
it's squirrels.
and
or
they just
something.
die. So yeah, you have to keep that up. So I'm doing my best to keep our area free and clear.
I'm gonna get chickens. Just let them run around the yard eating ticks all day.
Or guineas.
Or guineas.
They're so dumb though.
Yeah, but
Guineas are dumber than chickens. Chickens are cool.
well, guineas are all dark meat.
Oh,
Yeah, if you want to slaughter it, but chickens will just give you much better eggs all the time.
A guinea
that's
eggs
what
are
we
good.
need. All the
Oh,
eggs.
eggs.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Someone actually brought a chicken coop to my house the other day. One of Landon's friends.
There you
Just
go.
Brought a chicken coop over.
Yeah, well, he's just like, hey man, I want to get a chicken coop. It's a kid named Shane. He's such a character, man. And he called me and he's like, hey, Mr. Tim, you want to come help me pick up a chicken coop? I need to borrow your trailer. And I was like, fuck, Shane, what are you up to now? And he's like, well, I got some chickens and I can't keep them at my house. So I was wondering if I got a chicken coop, can I keep them at your house?
Just
I was like,
sure, $100 a month. Let's go.
Yeah,
and all the free eggs I want.
I was like, I don't want to take care of your chickens, Shane. You can bring your chicken coop over here, but you got to come take care of them.
Free eggs, man.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Free eggs,
I-
but Shane buys
That's
everything
That's
else.
what he said. He's like, I'll give you some eggs. I said, okay, cool. That'll work.
Yes, some my ass. You got 4 boys in the house.
Yeah, no shit.
Just
One,
be,
and one just started EMS school.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the post.
Landon
Congratulations.
started EMS
just
school.
be aware of chicken math because it's doesn't make sense.
Oh, I know. They're more expensive than just buying eggs.
Well, not that you end up you say okay, I'm gonna have 7 chickens, but you end up with like 42.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you have a rooster, you end up with a lot more.
Oh, so that's Shane has it. He brought over a hen and a rooster. He got one of each.
Well, you need a lot more hens than
Or he's going to
per
be bringing
rooster.
over
I
a
think
hen and a rooster.
you
He
need at
sent me
least-
pictures.
You
of
need
it.
like 7 or 8 just per rooster. But you get too many, then it becomes a problem. But you also want to minimize your roosters.
And my dad has something like 60 hens.
Whoa. Yeah, I need a bigger coop.
I'm following this guy on YouTube. He's so fucking funny. He's a half black, half.
Is that the guy who sounds like
Yes. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg sometimes? Or
Not Wahlberg. No,
um,
I'm gonna let you deal with it.
the Tick.
Yeah. What's his name?
Harvey Wallbanger.
No,
Harvey Wallbanger.
no, that's a drink.
It'll come to me eventually.
Yes. Either way, yeah, that's him. He's very much not into Trump or anything that aligned. He's not super lefty, but he hates a lot of the nonsense
Who?
from the MAGA thing. The guy I'm talking about.
Okay.
But he has his own
Warburton.
Yeah, Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
He got there eventually. He does a what
He's
is
the
it?
guy that voiced
What is it
Kronk
now?
from the Emperor's New Groove.
Oh,
voices
okay,
Joe
Okay.
on
He was
the guy-
Putty on Seinfeld.
Okay, I think that.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
always squinting. Yeah, it's all coming.
But
in.
he puts on that voice.
Yeah, he does. He does a lot of character voices. He does a really good Gollum as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he does some of his own videos, so like reacting to comments, showing off farm life and stuff like
Mhm.
that, because he has a massive farm. And the funny part is he's half
Proper free range chicken.
but they're not free range. Not technically.
Well, sort of.
What's technically free range?
So free range would be if they just wander around totally unabated. But he does have, depending on the chickens, some of them wander in the woods, but they're fenced off. Some of them have a roving chicken pen, and they just stay in there because there's certain types of chickens.
Well, he moves their coop in their feeding areas to keep them moving back and forth.
Yeah, it
Keep
moves-
That's
them
actually
eating.
a really smart
Yeah.
design.
Yeah,
I'm
it
thinking
moves-
about doing that.
It moves
It
a
keeps-
couple feet an hour.
It keeps them actually moving across the field.
Yeah.
For food and water, and then coops on the other side, so they stay separate and disease free.
No, these ones stay with the coop.
Well, a different
coop
one. It
moves.
keeps the poop away from the feed,
Right.
and it keeps the eggs away from the feed, and it keeps them moving so they get exercise, and they also cover a greater area, so they eat more pests, they eat more of the vegetation,
Yeah. Plus they poop on the ground and get it fertilized, but then
Yep.
know, and they keep moving.
and instead of
then you-
scratching one small area to dirt.
Yeah, but that one moves. The one he has, he's got 3 massive, like 800 chicken.
So it's a giant chicken tractor.
Yeah, it is a giant chicken tractor, but it's 3 of them all together.
Yeah.
Right next to each other. And it moves like a couple feet an hour
Huh.
all at once. And they just keep moving and keep grazing.
You might do well with the chicken tractor. It's when you move its own length every day or two.
Okay.
He doesn't have that big of a yard.
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't?
it's not no. it's-
He's got some,
I got
some
a couple
space, but not
acres,
that.
but-
Well,
Right.
it keeps basically you keep moving it. And
Yeah, don't be like us where we had one stagnant chicken coop forever and
It
it
keeps
just
them from
turned
digging a
into
hole.
Mogadishu.
Yeah. No, I was kind of thinking I would just probably move it like probably the length of the coop, probably like
Yeah, you put it all on wheels and you can move the
and roll it
entire
once
Yeah,
thing.
you put it on a plastic 4x4s, and I've seen people put plastic runners on the bottom,
Yeah, so it slides.
so it
Yeah.
slides easy.
Yeah, so huge wheels on it, and then you
Some people don't even use wheels; they just drag.
no, put fucking wheels on it. Be smart.
But anyway, chicken tractors are simple. keep the pests gone. They fertilize your yard.
At bare minimum, put
Rotating them on
a
the
trailer hitch
vegetation.
on it and just move it a little.
Yeah, something I
Rotating
could
them on the
move with
fresh
a 0
vegetation
time.
offsets
Yeah.
your feed cost and all that.
Yeah. So like every time you mow, just move them over so they'll pick at the part you just mowed.
Even if you don't mow, they're going to knock your grass down anyway.
Yeah. But that way they eat up all the shit out of the part you just mowed.
I almost just want to like, I guess it's not called free range, but I mean, it's only 2 chickens right now. I could probably just let them.
Is a lie, anyways.
I could just let them run around the property and then just catch them at the end of the day and put them back in the coop.
Harder than you think.
Yeah.
Also, significantly higher chance they'll get eaten by other large things that will swoop down and kill them.
Well, I hadn't thought about. Briefly, I thought about the birds, but I haven't noticed a lot around my property.
You will.
I don't think it's a big deal.
You will.
Yeah.
When I do it,
once you have something for them to eat.
I'm actually
well. We have dogs and cats and stuff.
Yeah, those aren't chickens.
I'm securing my coop from my dogs, so I'm doing a wireless fence energizer, and I'm doing hot wire on the chicken coop itself.
So the dogs won't get after it.
So
Exactly.
I'm hoping that our dog his name is Judah. I'm hoping that Judah will just acclimate to them and leave them alone.
No,
that's tough.
They will infinitely stay interested.
That's
really.
It's one of the things my mother just called me about. They had puppies, and the puppies are killing chickens now.
Yeah.
So they need to get the puppies gone.
Don't tell Jessica.
No.
I was afraid of Judah with the cats, but he does just fine.
With cats are different, yeah. But they know the difference between prey and not prey.
So I only intentionally wanted one cat, and it's just because I rescued one when I was still in oil and gas. Her name was Socks. It was this little runty stray that got abandoned by her family. Found her on our back porch one day. Anyway, so I kept her. She had a kitten. Socks has since passed, so we have Pickles now. Jameson named her Pickles. But my Landon and I were at my brother's house, I guess a while back, and there was this like mama cat. We saw her carrying kittens into the gutter. So Landon got, we kind of both did, but Landon definitely was, I could tell he was in his feels. So we decided, okay, well, let's get these kittens and we'll get them adopted. Yeah, out of 5, we got rid of 2 of them.
Yep.
So now I got 3 more cats. One of them Landon really liked is, I don't know what kind of like color you would call it. It's kind of like a cream color.
Mm-hmm.
We named him Frozone because of the way his pattern looks. He's like white and cream. And anyways, Frozone is becoming a big old cat, like stout looking tomcat. Whereas, Pickles, the cat we had before, came from Socks. Socks was a runt. When she had that litter, it was only 1 kitten, which is super weird, right? It was just 1 kitten in a litter. But so Pickles is also very runty, very small cat. I think she weighs like 6 pounds. Frozone is, I think this cat's like 10 pounds already, and it's not even full grown. Big cat. I've seen him like jumping and like taking birds out in the yard and stuff. He's getting pretty good at hunting. But yeah, man, I don't know. I doubt chickens will be safe running around, but I was kind of having some wishful thinking there maybe because I don't want to have to drag this coop around all the time.
The prey drive on dogs, especially when they see chickens, it's hard. It's aggressive. My mother had a Boston Terrier. He was the chicken killingest dog you've ever seen.
Really? So we have a Texas Healer.
Yep.
So
that's either gonna try to put him in the center of the yard.
He'll corral him,
or it's gonna kill him.
Yeah, I hope he corrals instead of kills, but yeah, we'll have to see.
Sorry, I was replying to a message that came in. I was going to message her tomorrow anyway, so she reached out. So that's Miss Kathy asking about the banana pudding cheesecakes that I wanted for the show.
Ooh, wonderful.
Yeah, but she said she's working on a Oreo cheesecake right now and wondered if we'd want to get an Oreo cheesecake or like a pack of 24 Oreos for the cast and crew. But I want the banana pudding cheesecake.
So yes is the right answer.
Because her banana pudding is already really solid, and I can't tell you why. There's something that there's either like way too organic banana pudding, which is fine, or the way too synthetic banana pudding, which is also somehow equally fine.
Yeah.
She found this weird middle ground of it both being like, oh, I definitely made this, but also it's Jell-O banana pudding, that neon yellow that somehow tastes better than anything you've ever had in your life. But there's nothing real about it. But like really, really solid banana pudding. And I'm like, a banana pudding cheesecake would be very cool. Like, and I think realistically, it's like you basically use vanilla wafers as the crust.
Yes.
You do a layer of cheesecake and then a layer of banana pudding, right?
Yeah.
I want to also tell, I do want tiramisu as well, but I wanted that for us on the show, not for all the normies. So either way, we do got to wrap up the show because this one has to go, but we also have work to do in the next 20 minutes before, whatever. Because we got to tear apart the studio.
Yeah, I got to go do meeting things.
I has to harvest. Either that or we don't bother about it, and I'll just do it tomorrow. Well, because today I'm so exhausted. Literally.
You need sleep, man.
I need sleep. I got to cook dinner for me and Jessica.
You need to do like a freaking ham sandwich and pass out.
Actually, realistically, I don't need to cook dinner because I ate right when we got home.
Yeah.
So I was going to cook burgers. I was going to cook burgers last night, but I took the meat out to thaw. And then it stayed on the counter till we got home at 3 a.m.
Oh.
I put it in the freezer.
Okay.
I put it back in the fridge. Fuck it. It's like it was frozen and then it thawed out over 12 fucking hours. So, whatever.
Probably okay.
Yeah. You're going to lose some
It was-
weight.
Well, the thing was, it was still closed. I mean, it wasn't exposed or anything. It was still sealed up.
Yeah.
So probably fine. I mean, it's going to be cooked.
Yeah.
It's not going to eat it raw. It's not a steak that I'm doing undercooked.
Right.
Okay, either way, so guys, do the thing. Sorry you missed out on episode 200 part 1, but part 2 is coming up in literally under a month. So July 13th, we'll have to shoot a new promo for that, Heffy.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to go out to Mad Llama and shoot a promo out there now. And then also thanks to Shay for putting together that quick little promo video because I didn't have time to do it. So hopefully we get a few more ticket sales. Actually, we need to do business before you leave, because you need to get his tickets and merch. And then, of course, if you want to, the sales link might be down below, realistically. I don't know if I've set it up yet as a time of recording this. Once again, YouTube time travel.
Yeah, we need more than 5 of you out there.
Yes, exactly. And literally doing my best to scrounge together 20 people who aren't our friends, which is already getting
That's
difficult.
tough.
Yes, it's like realistically, it looks like mostly it's going to be our friends, and then the normies are going to be like, "What the hell's going on?" And
I know these people.
Like, why are these guys talking about their buttholes so much? This is weird.
This is awkward.
Yes, and sadly, Sean will not be joining us.
That's sad.
It is sad because his mother has a doctor's appointment on Friday, when he should be driving down here, and literally there's nobody who can take her elsewise. So instead of coming down and hanging out with us for the Frankenbolts one, he's got to take care of his mom, and it is what it is.
That would have turned into chaos. I was looking forward to it.
At least it's a noble.
Can't have
excuse.
you, Rodney, and Sean in the same
Yes,
place.
yes, we can.
So, and also I do want to say condolences to Louis. He just literally yesterday found out a friend of his passed away. He's like, he was fine on Friday and he was dead on Monday.
Oh God.
Don't know any details, but condolences to Louis. Everybody's losing people right now. It's fucking nuts. And so Louis may or may not join us. We'll see what happens. So we may have an open slot for the day. So maybe Tim might could fill in. I know Charlie wants to be on the show and he will be there. So he might rotate out because we're talking about doing that anyways, rotating some of our friends out between rounds, give people a break. John Coleman said he is absolutely going to be there. Our comedian friend John Coleman will be there. So that's going to be fun. Confirmed yesterday. Other Kevin will be at both shows.
We got Rodney coming up.
Rodney was off, but something happened. So we'll see if
he won't be at Nationals.
No. So in theory, Rodney will be out there for funsies. He was looking at his schedule with wonky. He was available that day, and then something changed.
I was trying to get Coco and Banshee and Rocket to come out, but they're all at Nationals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sadly, a bunch of our friends from Frankenbolts won't be there for different reasons.
I know.
Like Clay won't be there because he'll be out doing some type of cooking
And not
competition.
Greg.
Not Greg won't be there because of I don't know why. That's Brad, just known as not Greg.
And Denise may be there. Probably won't.
It'd be cool if she could though.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
But if I was gonna say Brittany and Brad aren't there, odds are she won't.
Yeah, right.
But I haven't seen Denise in a minute. So I'm just relying on a bunch of the Frankenbolts normies coming out and just seeing what's going on and hopefully having a good time. And for the love of God, buy merch.
Buy
For
merch.
the love of God, buy merch. I've got to pay this shit off.
It'll be
like-
one expensive hang.
I've got 60 fucking glasses that need to get sold and 50 fucking, well, not 50, but 40 coins that need to get sold. So
I will never financially recover from this.
well, I'll financially recover. We'll just probably never do it again. So, but we also still have
Episode 300. Yay. Okay.
But the way I look at it, we have 2 shows, and if we don't sell all the merch in the first show, it's definitely getting rolled over to the
Right.
second show. So that's not a problem. But once again, guys, the second show will be at Mad Llama, 6 to 10 on July 11th. That's literally the weekend after July 4th. That's how math works. Oh, and our presence is requested for Mad Llama's anniversary later this month.
Okay, let me know.
I will. It's a Saturday, I think. It's a Saturday or Friday. I'll double check.
If it's a Saturday, if it's a Friday, yes. If it's
I
a
will
Saturday,
check.
no.
I forget. Now I know their actual day is
Because I'm already pushing it, trying to get my contractor to show up next month again.
yeah. Oh, it's on the 27th. It's on a Saturday.
Nope, then I'm out.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine. We don't have to do the show out there, but we might as well. Well, considering that's 2 weeks before our live show,
Yeah.
we're gonna make an appearance, or at least I will.
Yeah.
So, either way, guys, like, subscribe to all the things. _SHOKY, that one over there.
Grounded and grumpy.
And once again, we're not promoting Chad because he hasn't been here in well over a month. And on you, Chatty, buddy. Hopefully, he gets that banner made.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of need that. I just thought about it. I brought it up to him. He needs to print that shit. I hope he got the material finally. Fucking FedEx losing his shit. And then once again, promote your business.
Oh, so it's Fortified Iron Worx.
Okay. On Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, I think it's Fortified_Iron, Fortified Worx, and it's WORX.
Of course it is.
So, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't do 2 X's with an R, with ER. WERXX.
Oh man,
Dude, people do that just to be unique.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's kind of where the X came from.
Yeah.
One of the original concept designs was spears made up the X.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
which kind of makes sense. I mean, a lot of fences have like finial tops, you know, what I
Yeah.
mean? And those look like spears, so it kind of
That's pretty much what they were. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
All right. So guys, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
And with that,
Okay,
bye.
Okay, bye.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.